Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Son, it's always a Derek.
Oh,
Derek Henry
yeah.
Burner over here talking about me.
Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
I can't even get us go. You thought
yeah.
nobody saw that?
Come on.
Hey, nose pass.
Cha-cha
Calm
now,
your
y'all.
happy ass down. We gotta address something.
yeah.
We gotta address something. Stop the press. Stop the doggone press. What is going on, Derek Henry Burner? Man said meet reveal. Sir, the stream we just started, bruh. God damn. We just started. Relax. Golly. Can we get the stream started without no super suspect thingy-mabobs here tonight? Golly, man. This man said meat reveal.
Pull over.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nuggets Incorporated. Once again, here tonight, or I should say this afternoon, for a rematch of that unfortunate Monday night game where we saw the game come to a stalemate and it did not conclude the way we wanted it to conclude. But here tonight, we have ourselves a rematch in the divisional round of the playoff as the Cincinnati Bengals go on the road to Buffalo once more to take on the Buffalo Bills. Both teams looking to return back to the AFC Championship. Cincinnati looking to return for the first time since last year, and Buffalo looking to return for the first time in 2 years in your 2022 NFL Divisional Round playoff. Live game highlight commentary. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. If you are already on Patreon, you know the commentary for last night's games have been posted approximately, I want to say, 20-some minutes ago. Let me get this wire fixed for my doggone headphones. Let me get this going for my doggone headphones. Opening drive for Cincinnati. They have the football first, and they have a first down, ladies and gentlemen. They have a first down. Good Lord, this is everything under the sun is tangled. Yo, if I cut out on the camera, it's not Nancy. It's literally me. Let me try to untangle my son of a bitch. Why is everything tangled right now? It wasn't even nobody pocket. What's happening? All right, hold on. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Plug you back in. There we are. Magnificent. Okay, I'm back. Am I clear? Can everybody hear me well? Oh, Joe Burrow down the field again. Beautiful catch there. Tyler Boyd moving the chains. And, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis if you have not already. We got ourselves $100 yesterday. So, with that being the case, I got a little bit of house money to play with here today. So, I have a number of parlays that are running live for this game. So, first and foremost, I want to utilize the ones that are particularly just involved with this game as a whole. So first and foremost, I have this one here. I also have this one that is open as well. I have a number of different ones that have different sort of plays that have to happen. But let's take a look wow, they are moving down the field with absolute ease. First and foremost, right here, we have Josh Allen over 47 yards. Joe Mixon at least carrying the football 13 times. Hayden Hurst getting at least 4 receptions. James Cook not having a very good game. And Joe Burrow at least throwing 1 interception. Then this one that I have going on from yesterday where Miles Sanders didn't find the end zone, but I need James Cook to not have a very good game. Josh Allen, too, throw the football a ridiculous amount of times. Joe Burrow to have himself a couple of passing touchdowns. And, of course, Deebo Samuel, that's later tonight. And fun fact, I will be going live for both games. And then last but not least, this one right here with Josh Allen having over 316 total yards. Stephon Diggs having a good game through the air. Joe Burrow also having a good game through the air. So we shall see how that all plays out. And if I'm walking away with a little bit of money here on Underdog Fantasy, I have a number of different parlays that are open because as you can see, I decided I'm going to make today a little bit fun. So I got a number of different parlays that are open. So as the game, progresses, we shall take a look to see what things are looking promising for me. It would be terrible if I took an L on all of them. One W would be able to quell, the wager for these games. But one way or another, make sure you guys click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis if you have not already. I am 2Chain Adonis here today. If you guys are wondering where the chains are from, that is GLD. So go to gld.shopgld.com. /Chiseled and save 33% of your very next order. Jamar Chase into the end zone. That's a passing touchdown. And he's going to hit the gritty early. Doesn't matter if it's dry. Doesn't matter if it's raining. Doesn't matter if it's snowing. Jamar Chase Bank Stadium is going to find the end zone for the score. Cincinnati leading 6-0 on the road inside of Buffalo. Stop playing with him. Gerald put 2 on. Said, I got Joseph Burrocks this afternoon for the win. As you guys know, I have Buffalo winning this game alongside San Francisco winning tomorrow night. Thus far, I've only taken 2 L's in the postseason, that being Minnesota taking that L against the Giants, and then ultimately the Chargers taking that L against the Jaguars. But last night, or I should say yesterday, both number 1 seeds, I predicted them to win, and much like most of America did as well, they got that doggone W, so we shall see what transpires here today. But great opening drive for Cincinnati, marched down the field with absolute ease to take the lead 7-0 over the Buffalo Bills. San Francisco's not playing tomorrow. San Francisco's playing tonight. Now, Peyton put 5 on it. It seems like I will be delayed in watching the game because I'm getting myself a Whopper, Junior Whopper as we speak. Peyton's eating Burger King. Why is he doing it? BK. Diarrhea's on the way. Let's poop. You're not going to have a very good time. Hazard put 2 on. Said, state of hot mic. Well, we're going to have to try next week. Mark Jackson, put 5 on, said, Chiseled, just saw pics of Maurice on her 40th birthday. No pullout with all due respect. Hey, man, I'm not going to lie to you, dog. I was looking at that shit last night. I can't even lie to you. Right before, we went live. I'm fixing to pull it up right now. Come on now. Listen, Dr. Umar going to have to understand. Sometimes you're going to need some milk with your cookies. Come on now. As Jim Ross once said, that's a beautiful woman, damn it. Oh, this is CBS, so we got to keep track of the BK commercials. Let me know in the comment section how many BK commercials we think we fixing to see here tonight. Am I going live for both games? That's Tyrone. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Joshua put 5 on, said, just hopped over from Patreon, had to finish watching that commentary. Welcome. Honcho put 5 on it again. Said, elite QB play by Burrow, great pocket awareness, stepping up in the pocket. You see too many quarterbacks run horizontally these days. I agree 110%. That is the case. A lot of times you happen to see, quarterbacks completely panic or just take one look and then take off running. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's always foolish. But whatever the case may be, let's take a look at those Maurice photos. Hey, we don't even need to see the latest update where she out here posting with a doggone daughter. Nobody care about that. Come on now. Listen, let me tell you something. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Hold on, wait. We got to scroll again. God dang. You talking about 40. That's a beautiful dress you decide to wear there, young lady. Great jumper that you got on right there. What needs to be out is out. Come on now. Delicious. Hold on, wait. Give me a second now. Come on now. You 40? Shit, you getting more than 40 strokes. God damn, come on, that's somebody's wife. What is going on?
It's time!
Bring them to me. I'm gonna give them the almighty stroke.
Guys, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do.
And you got a Dr. Umar coon check. I got to check the coons. I got to do a coon analysis and a coon screening.
I apologize for my outburst.
My bad, dog. I'm sorry about that. But, ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo now takes the field here after a wild card win last week against the Dolphins. Now, they did not play their best here, but remember that Josh Allen on his home field is 4-0, perfect at home when playing in Buffalo in the postseason. So, can he keep that streak going? The damn last two postseasons, Buffalo averaged 39 points per game, which is absolutely absurd. So, let's see where things go from here. There's Isaiah McKenzie picking up a couple of yards, not enough for a first down, obviously, but he's going to set up 2nd and 8. He's going to set up 2nd and 8. Ant White, what is going on? So for this game, you got Josh Allen. Oh, Lord in heaven, it's starting to run. You said for this game, you got Josh Allen lower in total yards, Joe Burrow on completions, and Jamar Chase on receptions. All right, fair enough. We'll see where things go. And at halftime, I'm going to take a step away so I can mess around and finish the uploads for YouTube. I would do it while I'm sitting here, but I feel like at halftime I should be able to set it up for one to go live immediately and then the other. Or maybe I'll just do both, at like, at the conclusion of the game and then just have both happen because ultimately we're going to go straight from this game into the Cowboys game because it's at 3 and then 6 football games averaging about 3 hours. With that being the case, unless they were to make this a run the football-a-thon, for all intents and purposes, there's not going to be enough time in betwixt, the games to go and set things live. So we will have the commentary going live up on YouTube at the conclusion of said game. I'm just waiting for them to get completely uploaded there onto YouTube, and then I could set them to go live. So there is that. What's going on, y'all? All right, here we go. 3rd and 4 here. Oh, Burrow. Oh, boy, I said Burrow. Allen just overthrew Stephon Diggs, but that pressure was right there. He almost had him for a touchdown. He nearly had him for a touchdown, but unfortunately that pressure was just able to get home for Josh Allen. You know what? No, I need to see when he released the football. Okay, here we go. Right, here came the pressure coming towards Allen. He definitely had Stephon Diggs there for what would have been a touchdown. Yeah, it rushed him. It rushed him because he knew that he felt the pressure coming. Great job by the Bengals rush because that was fixing to be a touchdown. That was going to be 6 right there. Where's the Tennessee goddamn announcer when you need him? Give him 6. And it's a quick 3 and out for Buffalo. And guess who's getting the football back? That is Joe Burrow. And he's going to have it at the 28-yard line. They're going to give him the football here as I am 2 Chainz Adonis here tonight. Stop playing. If you guys want to get themselves some chains, you better hit it with GLD. But there is that. Hill is trying to take Diggs to Suplex City. Yeah, they did. He tried to hit him with that doggone German. YRN Kwan said, who do I think caused their team the most? Who cost their team the most in the playoffs? Marcus Williams on the play against Diggs or D Ford offsides against Tom Brady? Oh, without question, D Ford. Because if I'm not mistaken, there was an interception, a tip that led to the game-sealing interception to send you to the Super Bowl. Marcus Williams making the tackle sends the Saints to the NFC Championship. So it's a little bit of a different sort of stake. I would say D Ford without question because all you have to do is stand on sides. Keep in mind, his presence on that play did not change what the outcome was. But him being offsides cost them a trip to the Super Bowl. So with that being the case, D Ford by a mile. D Ford by a mile. Classic Man Q said, you need Burrow to run for 13 yards and you're good on one of your pick'ems. Hey, man, beautiful, beautiful. We shall see if he's going to take off running. Michael said, do I think that this is going to be a close game or a blowout? Well, if you saw my predictions stream, I have it between 3 points. I believe it's going to come down to the wire. So 35, 38. And I don't know why I said 35 first, but 38-35 with the Buffalo Bills winning on a field goal. However, I did not choose to have that as the case on all of my parlays. In fact, I have one, which is a very wacky parlay that I have all of the kickers involved. Here we go. All of the kickers involved and Dak Prescott. So this is going to be a fun one, right? So I have Brett Maher making some field goals. I only have Tyler Bass making less field goals, and of course, Danny Dimes. Dak Prescott throwing the football a number of times. So initially, I expect to see a lot of field goals on this particular day. I would hope that that's the case. I mean, hell, we shall see one way or another. But We'll see what ended up happening here. Who scored? Who scored? Well, it was Jamar Chase over the middle from Joe Burrow to give them the lead here in the first quarter. Quentin said, hey, Chiseled, Tom Brady sound effect come from? Wait, what do you mean? Where did Tom Brady sound effect come from? Which one? Do you mean the or the Tom Brady? But whatever the case may be, the Tom Brady sound effect, I've said prior, if you guys did not get an opportunity to hear, it happened while I was recording the commentary back in the inaugural season in 2017. I sneezed, farted, and coughed at the exact same time. And for whatever reason, the sound that came out of my mouth was and the mic was hot while I was recording, no pun intended. And because that was the case, I said, shit, man, let me listen back to what the hell just came out of my mouth. So then I heard it. I said, this sounds kind of funny. I left it inside of the commentary, and lo and behold, the comment section said, man, this was great. That was hilarious. I really like that sound. I don't know what the fuck that sound was, but then people started, reacting to it. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to keep it. So that is how it ended up happening. Young Star said, Matt Ryan is still the best. The best at choking, blowjobs? Yes, indeed. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Joe Mixon is going to have himself a date here today. Joe Mixon going to have himself a day today because you already know when it snows, there's always a running back who happens to show up. And it appears that today is Joe Mixon. Buffalo would kill to have LaShawn McCoy on the field right now. He may not be what he used to be. Hell, he probably not even going to be an average running back at his age at this point. I don't think he's going to be very productive, but when it snows outside, that man turns into motherfucking Jim Brown up those motherfuckers. But he's been retired 2 years, so ain't nobody really going to be, let's go sign him for a snow game. That'd be ludicrous. I'm only giving an analogy here. Don't take it too seriously. Oh, there's T. Higgins. Takes the football inside Buffalo territory. But you know what's interesting? I think Buffalo can hold them here, force a three, not a 3 and out. I think Buffalo can mess around and hold them here. The last 4 games, Cincinnati has outscored their opponents 32-0 in the first quarter. Good Lord, that is wild. Stacks, but 2 on it. Said, I want to see broken tables everywhere. God damn it, we shall see. Hibiscus put 5 on it. Said, what are the key matchups for this game? Well, for one, Buffalo comes into this game with the number 2 defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So with that being the case, they need to, one, stop the run and force it to be the Burrow, passing. Because, for one, Burrow can throw the football, right? However, if you eliminate the run and you make it a strictly passing the football kind of game in these weather conditions, it's always difficult to throw the football in the snow. Moreover, with that offensive line dealing with a few injuries here and there, they've been able to tool it up for the most part. But if you make it a head-hunting season, it's only a matter of time before somebody gets home. Takes a tip here, a wind chill or a little bit of a slip on the football, you can get turnovers. So they need to eliminate the run game. That's number 1 for Buffalo. Number 2, at least as it pertains to their defense, you got to eliminate Jamar Chase. You can't let Jamar Chase get open. You got to double that man. Take Jamar Chase out the game. Let it be T. Higgins, Boyd, Hurst, and Samaje Perine, Mixon. That got to be the case coming out of the year. You got to be able to shut down the run. You got to eliminate Jamar Chase, and then ultimately number 3, take the football away. Then on offense for Buffalo, for one, you want to get Devin Singletary, Josh Allen, and James Cook running the football well. You're going to want to run the football well. It's bad weather conditions out there. You want to be able to run the football well. I believe that Buffalo will be able to pass the football because I have no faith in the Bengals cornerbacks, especially Eli. Come on now, let's keep it a buck now. So I expect Stephon Diggs to, him or Gabriel Davis, one of the two has to go over 100 yards. It must happen, right? And then, of course, protect the football. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're already doing one thing that they need to win. You gotta have to. You need Joe Mixon to get going, because now if you have Joe Mixon going, you have your entire playbook, and that play action fake is going to be fucking lethal. If Joe Mixon's running the football well, and then there's that. Make sure you get the run game going, protect the doggone football. Then on defense, do not allow Josh Allen to scramble and run the football. So if you're the Bengals, I think above all else, fuck Singletary, fuck Cook. Do not let Josh Allen be able to scramble. Eliminate the scrambling ability of Josh Allen. When you take that away, now you already know he gets antsy. Postseason, he'll turn the football over here and there. Now, granted, he's turned a new leaf. Last season was actually very spectacular. The season before, he was able to hold on to the football for the most part. But we already know he's been different since about week 9, turning the football over, whatever the case may be. So if you get in a situation where you're the Bengals, take away Josh Allen being able to run the football, then unleash the dogs. Let him try to go ahead and do something stupid and take the doggone football away, and then ultimately hold them to field goals, and you can mess around and win this doggone game. So there's that. 3rd and 3. Oh, damn, they had picked up a first down. I thought they was going to hold them right there. They might force a field goal here. Oh, Jesus, they might have a offside penalty. I see Laundry on the field. Can Joe Burrow escape? No, he can't, but there's Laundry on the field. I think they might get him on an offsides. It could be an offsides. It could be a false start. This might, oh, geez. It could be a false start. It could be offsides. Damn. Oh, boy. I don't know, man. I need to see the replay because I initially thought offsides, but then the tackle had jumped. I don't know. Ah, shit. I got to see if the tackle reacted to him or did he move first. That dude's looking. Ah, yeah, it's offsides. God damn. Ah, shit. I know he's sick. I know they sick. That gave him a whole fresh set of downs. You would have forced a field goal there, a tough field goal. God damn. It's always a 55, ain't it? It's always a goddamn 55. There's the pass game. There's over to Mixon. Here we go. Pick up of 7. That's going to come back to haunt them. They got to be able to get the stops, man. But here's the thing. Buffalo can eliminate a 2-score game in the first quarter, first half. That's not a problem. That is not a problem for them. So best believe, do not think a 2-score game is going to be an issue. Buffalo's only touched the football once. Let's not make things even bigger than what it is, all right? We've only seen 3 drives in this game thus far. Do not think it's over. It's a double schedule. No, that's not the case. Peyton, put 2 on. Said, return to the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast soon. Hey, if they reach out, they let me know. Hey, why not? Damn Rudy, put 5 on and said, watching you and these beautiful women on the beach here in Daytona, Lord have mercy. Wish Henry and Wesley Pipes was here. Hashtag best behavior. Whoa, wait, sir, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, what's the context behind that message? Because you talking about watching me and these beautiful women on the beach talking about Lord have mercy. What? I don't think that sentence works. Moreover, when you reference, Henry and Wesley Pipes, those brothers are a little bit suspect. I don't like being lumped into this conversation as if I too am a bit of eye candy for your nefarious, ungodly eyes. That would not be the case. Now, granted, for the ladies, some would say I can be a bit of eye candy for the ladies. You know where to find me. But we're not talking about that right now. We're not talking about that right now. What's wrong with this man? Now, 3rd and 7. They need to stop. Oh, my God. Hayden Hurst wide open in the end zone for the score. 14-0. Cincinnati got the lead. And I think that actually puts me in a situation where Joe Burrow I need one more score from Burrow to lock it up on the touchdown passes. I have Joe Burrow throwing 2 passing touchdowns on one of my parlays. Damn, it's on the partial parlay. God damn it. It is what it is. But Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown pass, he would just need one more to go ahead and break that. But from where I sit right now, I don't think I have anything that's locked up. I have Hayden Hurst somewhere. Where do I have Hayden Hurst? I have Hayden Hurst with reception. So he has 1. So there is that. But I would just need another couple of receptions from there. But if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Joe Burrow getting 2 touchdowns here. And he's already got 104, yards through the air. And it appears that, Hayden Hurst got 2 catches. That's magnificent. All right. He's got 2 more to go. Set things up for me. Buffalo trailing by 2 scores, back-to-back drives. Absolute ease for the Bengals. Come on, Joe. Let's put an echo on that. Come on, Joe. Oh, perfect. Commentary is saved up on YouTube, so it will be uploaded halftime. I'll have them set up to premiere most likely between the games or maybe later tonight, like at 8 o'clock, and then the other one right after. So let me know when. I should probably mess around and drop that one out there. We shall see. But come on, Joe! Oh, and yesterday we did not have a drink, so why not take a moment to pop open that Grande Coramino, because I still got it over here, that Añejo for Kevin Hart. So we shall take ourselves a beverage sip here for the postseason, because we didn't do one for the divisional round, so it's only right. It's good shit. Good Lord. Why the hell that hit like that? Maybe because I ain't had alcohol in a few days. Whatever the case may be. You could always have one shot here and there. It's when you take too much. That's when you're messing around and get cirrhosis. But Sneak said that the Brady echo for elite quarterbacks. Well, what you mean? You mean the to now enter the Tom Brady. Put in the echo during the live stream for the turn. Oh, wow, this is going to be deafening. Let me see how loud I can make this. Tom Brady. My bad. I'm sorry about that. God damn. Jesus Christ. Okay, I knew it was going to be deafening. I shouldn't have did that. My bad, though. Oh, Hacho. Put 20 on it. Said Buffalo D asking Joe Burrow, where are you? What are you, Burrow? Well, like I am. Oh, what are you, Burrow? Like I am the protector of the innocent. I am the answer to all the living things that cry out for peace. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Ally to good, nightmare to you, Son Goku. But Buffalo is getting cooked right now. Joe Burrow is perfect on the day. Whatever the deal may be, Buffalo's defense got to figure it out. Buffalo's defense has got to figure it out. There is no reason why you should be getting toasted like this, bro. Don't get me wrong. Bad weather conditions, whatever the case may be, but my God, you are getting cooked. And it's time for Buffalo's offense to take over. And remember what I said. In my pregame analysis, I expected this to be somewhat of a shootout. I expect to see a number of touchdowns. In fact, I predicted that we would see 10 touchdowns total here today. The way the things are looking right now, at least for the Bengals offense, they may score about 8. They doggone self, because there has not been any sort of struggle for them thus far. It's not looking good right now for the Buffalo defense, but this is only the second time in which we see Buffalo go and take the field with their offense. Their second time trailing by double digits this season. The only other time was week 4 when they came back from 17 down against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, let me read down some stats here for you. So far, Joe Burrow, perfect. 9 of 9, 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. He hasn't even been sacked yet. The only sack that happened got called back because a dumbass who sacked him went off sides. Josh Allen is 2 of 3. His one incompletion would have been a touchdown to Stephon Diggs, but the pressure was able to make it to him in time in which it caused an overthrow. Joe Mixon on the ground, 5 carries, 35 yards. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 34 yards. And the first touchdown, Hayden Hurst, 2 catches, 22 yards. And the next touchdown, James Cook only able to pick up 2. Yeah, it's going to have to be the Josh Allen game, bro. It's fixing to be the Josh Allen game, bro. He better start running. He better start running, because here's what needs to happen, right? And you gotta, this is going to be a bad analogy, but for those who get it, you get it. You have to almost play the first quarter, although the postseason is a little bit different. But you have to, oh, Jesus Christ, this man done slipped. You have to play the first quarter almost like how LeBron plays a game 1 in a postseason. You got to vet your defense and try to set them up, right? So essentially, if your run game ain't working very well, if I was Josh Allen, I would immediately start. Oh, here comes the sack. Damn, they done got him. He threw the football, and this man didn't recover it. Oh, my God. That's a fumble, and Von Bell takes the football away. What did I tell you guys? One of the goddamn keys, just wait on Joe Burrow. I said Joe Burrow. Just wait on Josh Allen to do something absolutely retarded when the pressure gets there. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass because he threw the doggone football. I want to see if it's horizontal or forward. What I tell you, when the pressure gets to him, he starts to do stupid shit that's absolutely retarded. Yeah, he doesn't. He threw the football forward. Just take the sack. Just take the sack. That's absolutely retarded. He did throw the football forward, so that should be an incomplete pass. However, like I stated before, when Josh Allen gets under pressure, under duress, for whatever reason in the postseason, since his rookie season, he always starts to do absolute tomfoolery. It doesn't make sense. Does that mean he's a trash quarterback? No. Does that mean he's not capable? No. But this man has a propensity to do something absolutely ludicrous. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I think it's something in his mind where he thinks he could play hero ball. I don't get it. But one way or another, hell of a goddamn stop there from the Bengals. But like I was saying earlier, with my analogy, you see how LeBron plays his game 1, seeing how the opposing team will react to certain things that he does because he knows he can score. So he'll say, all right, I'll be a little bit passive outside of, game 1 against Golden State in the finals. But he'll be a little bit passive. He'll score when he needs to score. He sees that there's an opportunity to score. You'll pass, set up your other teammates, see how they react to those people. If I'm Josh Allen, first thing I'm doing straight out the gate, we call a routine pass, right? He is impulsive. He's absolutely impulsive. No Logan Paul. But if I'm Josh Allen, I'm taking the snap. If I have a 5-step drop, I'm not even completing the 5-step drop. I'm taking the snap. All right, cool. Bam, I'm going to take off running. I'm going to take off running immediately. 1, 2, I'm going to take off running. I'm going to force the defense to now have to adjust to my erratic style of play. I'm going to make you think that that is by design. Then I can start to settle into what the offense is supposed to be. Because at this point, now if Buffalo can't get a stop here and Cincinnati goes up 21-0, or they go up 17-0, Buffalo is unfortunately the ability to improvise. That's going to now be a little bit interesting. If I was Josh Allen, I would try to identify. I need the defense to start to do something different. I got to figure out what the fuck they trying to do. Because am I going to play their game or are they going to play my game? I would feel much more comfortable if I get them to play my game. So you got to start to try to, fuck with the defense a bit. Thus far, that hasn't been the doggone case, but they've only been on the field for what, 7 plays, 6 plays? Good Lord, Brandon said 52-17. God damn. But it's nowhere near over. It is nowhere near over. Come on now. Nick said, never say it's over in the first quarter. Jacksonville taught everybody that. You needed Jacksonville to teach you? The Vikings would have taught you something like that. The Patriots in the Super Bowl would have taught you something like that. The Bills in 92 against the Oilers would have taught you something like that. Countless different comebacks this season alone. I don't know how many times I got to say it. We've seen more comebacks this season alone than ever in a single NFL season. The game is never over until it's over. It is far too early. And a series of different things can mess around and happen. We can see turnovers. We can see missed field goals. We can see dropped passes. It is the NFL playoffs. Things are fixing to happen one way or another. This game is not over yet by a long shot. It is far too early to go and do that. Now, granted, first quarter looked absolutely magnificent for Cincinnati thus far. But we'll see if they can get a stop here. They're at their own 33. Oh, well, there's a drop. There's one drop. If Buffalo can force a 3-and-out here, they can at least try to swing the momentum back in their favor. TCU would have taught you that. Nah, TCU wouldn't have taught you shit. TCU was dominated by the moment, dog. Like, they were not ready. They were not ready. Don't get me wrong. Georgia dominated those motherfuckers, but TCU was simply not ready, dog. And here's the thing. A lot of people thought, man, they should have put Alabama. Listen, TCU won a college football playoff game. I blame Michigan for not taking care of business. 2nd and 10 there. There's Burrow trying to find Chase. Great breakup. First and foremost, that was a very scary situation for the breakup because Mans jumped way too early. He jumped way too early. That was dangerous by Jackson. Because look how early he jumped, right? He jumped way too early. That could have been a reception by Chase. Jackson jumped way too early, but great job to get the breakup. They need a stop here. They need a stop here. Maurice Patuon said, Jordan Poyer getting cooked like rotisserie chicken. Hey, man, that brother rotating. He rotating right now. That brother rotating right now. Honcho, oh yeah, I just read that one. But 3rd and 10 here. Cincinnati at the 33-yard line. You know they're going to throw it because why would you even try to run a draw? That wouldn't make any sense. Here comes the pressure. He's going to go down the field. Oh, my God. What the fuck is Edmonds doing? What is the coverage there? What is the – I need to see the replay. Because if you run in the zone and you got hooks and curls, how the fuck does that man get wide open right in front of you? Oh, my God. What is Edmonds is tripping. Because if Milano has the middle, if anybody who's ever played linebacker in high school, college, whatever the case may be, if you've got hooks and curls, you got to haul ass to your fucking zone. This man is sitting over here staring at Tyler Boyd. You got to haul ass to your zone. That's on Edmonds. You got to get outside. You got to get outside. If you've got hooks and curls, what the fuck you doing? This man hesitating. You got to haul ass to your spot. You got to know your alignment, your assignment, your responsibility. What the hell you lollygagging for? Jesus Christ. Joe Burrow's got 10 completions to 7 different receivers. That's a first down. Golly, what was – that's on Edmonds right there. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Because you could tell he had the outside man. Oh, my God, Tyler Boyd with nearly a spectacular one-hand catch. What? Buffalo's coverage right now, this ain't it. This ain't it for them. This ain't it for them. Buffalo's coverage right now, they getting beat off the fucking line, bro. You're supposed to be known for playing in the doggone snow. Cincinnati just got a practice facility, if they still don't have one. Whatever the case may be, you out here playing in these conditions. There's no reason why I should be moving this slow. That defense is asleep right now. Fuck the offense. That defense is asleep right now. And Tyler Boyd nearly got away with a great one. I don't see any pressure outside of that offsides that's showing up towards Cincinnati right now. Buffalo's not having a good time. They back-to-back 3-and-outs on offense. Their defense needs to do something. Oh, wow, you got to play right there. You got to call ass, bro. 57 had a chance over there. Espen. I forget how to pronounce the homie's name, but he had a chance. You got to plant that foot in the doggone ground, man. It's another third down situation. You can't allow a first down here. Somebody got to make a play. Marie said Bruce Smith punching the air right now. Shit, Bruce Smith. Do I have the clip? Do I have the clip on this goddamn computer? I hope I do. God damn it. I don't think I do. I hope I have the Bruce Smith clip on this computer right here. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I have it. Bruce Smith. Lord in heaven. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Damn, I don't have Bruce Smith. I was going to have the fainting clip of Bruce Smith, but I don't got it on this doggone computer. You got to get to Burrow. You got to get to Burrow. Good job. Good job. Milano able to take him down right there. They get themselves a sack. That's the first one. Now you get a stop. It's on Buffalo when they get this football back on the opening drive that will start in the second quarter, unless they score a touchdown on the very first play. But they have got to utilize this drive to score. They must score on this drive. If they don't score on this drive, they have to force 3 and outs. 14-point leads can be erased, but if you want to swing the momentum, you must score on this drive. Nyheim Hines, if he's back there to return, he can make a play, whatever the case may be, but they have to make a play here. Now you can swing the momentum back in your favor. That was a great coverage sack right there. The front 7, they did what they needed to do. Now, the punt goes out of bounds around the 22-yard line, and here come with 6 seconds remaining, they're probably going to hand it off and run. But if I'm Josh Allen, now it still applies. It still applies. You got a full 15 minutes and 6 seconds left in the doggone, first half. If you are Josh Allen, if you're going to call a pass play, first thing you want to do, fuck it. Yo. If I'm not throwing, quick release, whatever the case may be, if it's some sort of intermediate to deep, kind of route, 2 steps, take off running. Force the defense to have to mess around and adjust. Bills desperately needed that doggone stop. Am I going live for both? Yes, I am. David in the building, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm going to try to go live for both. I don't know why I said I'm going to try to go live for both. I am going to go live for both. I've made the decision that I'll go live for both. Now, don't get me wrong. Last night, I should say yesterday, if I had to choose between the two, which one I probably should have gone live for, with hindsight being 2020, it would have been Kansas City versus Jacksonville. But I'm not upset that I didn't go live for Kansas City and Jacksonville because I think I would have messed around and lost my focus. Well, there it is, Josh Allen, but he ran into his own man. Oh, my God. He almost did exactly what I needed him to do. But this man ran right into his own guy, and he gets sacked in the doggone backfield. Somebody didn't do their assignment. Is that the left tackle? Damn, they didn't show us a replay of the doggone sack. Somebody didn't do their job. Josh Allen tried to do it. He tried to do it. Take the damn snap immediately, 1 step, then take off going. But he ran into his own guy. Somebody got fucking blocked into his ass. Or I should say into his pelvis. He tried to do it, but somebody got absolutely overpowered. Now you can't do it on this damn play. You can't do it. It got to be a first down thing. Golly. Sneak said, place your bets. What's the score going to be at halftime? Well, what's the score going to be at halftime? I think it's fixing to be 17-10. I think actually, no. Well, I don't want to say because of the flow of the game, because anything can change in 15 minutes, but I think it's going to be 17-7, Cincinnati. 17-7, Cincinnati. Perner guys, Power guys said, what link do you click? Well, they have a bevy of different sort of links. I usually go with the one that says, I think it's Gamecast. I always trust on Gamecast. It's always, relatively decent. So there's that. Christian said, would I rather have prime Drew Brees or prime Brett Favre? You're having a debate with your roommates. Prime Drew Brees or prime Brett Favre? I would take prime Brett Favre. And I'll tell you why. A lot of people will talk about the turnovers or whatever the case may be, but you have to remember, in the 90s, prime Brett Favre was a god. The man wasn't a 3-time MVP for no reason. Now, when you talk about accuracy with Drew Brees, in my opinion, is the most accurate quarterback who have ever played the game. But Brett Favre, despite the turnovers, this man can will you to fucking victories, despite the defense, whatever the case may be. Drew Brees, he, just like Ben Roethlisberger, just like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees will give you the lead down the stretch. His defense will fucking choke. Brett Favre will give you the lead down the stretch. His defense will fucking choke, and somehow he'll find a way to win. I'm going to take Favre. I would take Favre. Between prime Brees, prime Favre, it's a very tough decision to make, but I would take prime Favre. I don't like how motherfuckers disrespect Brett Favre now, make it seem like homie was overrated or whatever the case may be. They're fucking tripping. But I can understand why there would be criticism if you talk about him being off the field because he stole some money from some people down in Mississippi. So there was that. Maurice, oh yeah, he's put 2 on. Said Bruce Smith is punching in the air right now. Mark Jackson put 2 on. Said top 5 Swiss Army knife players in NFL history. Swiss Army knife players in NFL history. Somebody that you can play at everywhere. Troy Brown, Deion Sanders. Well, Deion Sanders, Troy Brown. Deion Sanders, Troy Brown. I'm not gonna say Devin Hester yet. I'm gonna keep him on the fridge. So Deion Sanders, Troy Brown. Wow. First down. Here we go. That's a big first down right there. Over to Stephon Diggs to start the second half. Deion Sanders, Troy Brown. I like Debo right now, but I think it's too early to call. I don't want to use any current players right now. Outside of somebody like a Taysom Hill who legitimately has the incentive in his contract to where he can play anywhere. So I think if I were to choose anybody from today's game, I would take Taysom Hill because legitimately he plays fucking 4 different, well, really 5. He's on special teams. He can play quarterback. He can play running back. They had him listed this season as a tight end and wide receiver. I would throw Taysom Hill up in there. Swiss Army knife. Because I'm thinking more than 3 positions. That's the thing. I'm thinking more than 3 positions. Dual threat is 2. 3, Deion played offense, defense, special teams. Troy Brown played offense, defense, special teams. He did play defense from particular points as well. Taysom Hill plays multiple different positions. If I had, and then also 3 different positions there. Cordero Patterson, because in my opinion, he's the greatest kick returner. Understand? Kick returner, not punt, because punt and overall returner is Devin Hester. But kick returner, I think Cordero Patterson passed Joshua Cribbs. There we go. Stephon Diggs able to move the ball. Cordero Patterson, I could put him there. So then, no, Mike Vrabel, no. Mike Vrabel, no, because he was a hell of a defender and he was able to catch those touchdowns, but he wasn't really a threat on offense like that. He only had those plays by the goal line. Let's keep it a buck now. Isolated plays don't make you that doggone threat. When you throughout the season, see year in, year out, like you don't know where this person going to strike from, then there's that. So, wait. First down, Cole Beasley. Here comes the Bills drive. What I tell you, man, they could always turn it around. It's still a very close game. This shit ain't over until it's over. So Sanders, Patterson, Hill, Troy Brown, and then LaDainian's more of a dual threat. Dawkins, I can't use fuck. I know there's another defender, man. Somebody's escaping me. Oh, Josh Allen, get rid of the football. Just throw it away. Somebody there. Yeah, Cook is there. No intentional grounding. One more guy. Rod Woodson, no. Ronnie played safety and corner. I don't remember Ronnie playing in special teams. Ed Reed was a very, very good on special teams, but the only downside was Mans preferably only played safety. He never played out there at corner. Fucking A. Cordell Stewart. I'll say Cordell Stewart because he played wide receiver, running back. Well, he could do wide receiver, running back, and no. Well, yeah, wide receiver, running back, quarterback. Yeah, that's 3 different spots. I think I could take him. I think I could throw in on Cordell Stewart. Yeah, I feel comfortable with Slash. Yeah, I'll throw Slash up in there. Say, quick question. When it comes to Chris Benoit, do you think that it's okay to enjoy his matches but hate him as a person because of what he did? Yes, absolutely. I completely understand. Here's the thing, right? You can separate the person from their art, right? Don't get me wrong. Supporting Chris Benoit, the wrestler, does not mean you support the man killing his family. And also, I put an asterisk towards the whole family thing because the more that we're getting educated on brain injuries or whatever the case may be, when it was Chris Nowalski. I forget how I was almost said Nowitzki, but whatever the doggone brain doctor was, And he said that Benoit had the brain of an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient. Don't get me wrong. As Paul Heyman said, one person had to die in that house. However, if you recognize Mans was completely out of his mind, I think that needs to be acknowledged. Josh Allen got the first down here. They better not fucking try to play like he did not. First down, fourth and one. Good idea, not kicking the field goal. Go for it. You have to be aggressive on this drive. So, with that being the case, I do agree. Only one person had to die there. If Benoit was feeling that way, he should have took himself out. No reason why he should have eliminated his son and his wife. However, there is no denying that Benoit, in my opinion, he was the greatest technical wrestler of all time. If you say Kurt Angle, you say Daniel Bryan, you say Bret Hart, I completely understand. But in my opinion, Benoit was slightly above Bret Hart for the greatest of all time. But literally, of those four, you can make the argument for each of those four. Oh, my God. You can throw the football, Josh Allen. Well, here we go. What did I tell? Oh, no, he's down. What did I tell you about Josh Allen? It's only a matter of time. Once he starts to get the running going, now you'll see how the Buffalo offense gets going because you have to keep a linebacker at home. So because that's the case with oh, damn, they had a holding. But now I believe that should set up yet another first down situation. It should just be first and long. If you're Josh Allen, you still have to keep alive that element of running the football. What the fuck? Was that Dawkins? No, it wasn't Dawkins. That was somebody else. But, oh, no, that's a flop. Yeah, I think that was a flop. But whatever the case may be, with Benoit, whoa. My cello done said, I'll murder my family tomorrow. Sir, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? I got CTE now? Now, granted, I did play football. I never had head injuries or anything like that. I don't think I've ever been concussed. Maybe. I don't know, but I don't see that one happening. Hands off to Cook. He's not really going anywhere. He's able to pick up about 5, set up a second and long. I think Josh Allen should consider a scrambling situation, or they should utilize the middle of the field because they have not really attacked the middle of the field like that. But whatever the case may be, to close the chapter on Benoit, I don't think there's a problem with enjoying his matches because I can still watch WrestleMania 20 and get emotional watching that damn match because there's no denying that was one of the greatest main events. In fact, the greatest triple threat match, in my opinion, ever. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That match had it all. All. 2nd and 16. I thought that was a gain of 5. I guess not. There's Josh Allen going down the wide open. Jesus Christ. What was that? 2 deep man under? What the hell was... I understand on 2nd and long, you usually can play a zone to try to play it safe, but my God, how does somebody get that wide open? What were they doing? What the hell's the safety doing? What is Bates doing? He turned his hips inside when the other safety is right there. Why would you ever do that? That man's sleeping. They need to find the end zone here. If I'm Josh Allen, I'd fuck around, run a boot. I'd run a boot right here. It's 1st and goal. I'd run the boot right here. They're going to try to give it a Singletary. They should have ran the doggone boot. They tripping. You run the boot to the strong side. Well, at this point, yeah, you run the boot to the strong side. You'd have been in business. This is Dawson Knox territory, though. I like how they have that damn hand warmer sleeve inside the jerseys now. I think that's pretty cool. Good Lord. Johnny, put 5 on. Say, hey, Chiseled, watching your stream on my birthday. Love your content and your streams. Keep up the good work. Hey, man. Happy birthday, Johnny. Hey, happy birthday to Johnny in the chat, man. Happy birthday, Johnny in the chat, man. Happy birthday. It's only right we take ourselves a shot for you, brother. Happy birthday, brother. Cheers to you. Oh, they're going to push him into the end zone. He's down at the 1. QB sneak time. This is 4-down territory. Fuck what anybody say. This QB sneak time. Whoa, they better not mark him at the 2. That's a 1 yard. Hey, he's at the 1 yard line. That's a long 1 yard. Why would Josh Allen ran through the wrong gap? He ran through the wrong gap. The lineman's pushing and shading that direction. You don't go that way. You go the opposite way. He ran through the wrong gap. That's at the 1 yard line. This is QB sneak all the fucking way. There's no reason why he should not QB sneak this. He should be planting his fucking foot to make sure he has traction. Push him. Touchdown. Whoa. Don't get in nobody's face, stupid. Don't fuck up the extra point. Don't do nothing stupid. Go to your sideline, you goddamn idiot. Get out of there, stupid. Fuck wrong with you. There's no guaranteed extra points in the snow. Fuck wrong with him. Touchdown. Josh Allen finds the end zone for the score. Listen, I'm not pulling for the Bills. I may have predicted the Bills to win this doggone game, but I'm not pulling for the Bills. I just want to see a very good game. And remember, I said this game ain't over, so I just wanted to make sure we don't see no doggone blowout. But whatever the case may be, I hate undisciplined football. There's nothing I disagree with more or I disdain more is undisciplined football. You scored a touchdown. Woo, I want to talk shit. You're losing. You're losing. Get your dumb ass off the doggone field. If you're gonna get into an argument, you flop. You drop yourself on the floor. You make it seem as if you just got shot. You don't get in nobody's face. It don't matter. Because you know how the NFL operate, you know how the NBA operate, you know how sports operate across the board. Whatever the case may be, the reaction always gets flagged. The reaction always gets flagged. Don't screw yourself. Yeah, Chris Benoit's theme song was fire. It's still my theme song in Day of Reckoning 2. It's always my theme song in Day of Reckoning 2. But now, I'm pulling for a Cincinnati field goal. I need some field goals first and foremost, but great score right there for Buffalo. Jesse put 8 on it. Said, can you explain the Gus Edwards running me over story? Also, can I get a Henry? As for the Gus Edwards story, I've told the story on the live a couple of times because people have inquired about the backstory between myself and Gus Edwards. It was my junior year. He was a sophomore. And oh wow, it's a patriarchal seed providing Adonis giving me a call. I guess he's returning back from church. Give me a second here. I don't know if I should have it on stream or off stream. Well, whatever the case may be. Let me cut the mic. Okay. Well, he said no. He didn't want to say hello to the people. But whatever the case may be. All right. I'll talk to you about at halftime. All right. Damn, he done hung up on me. Man's done hung up on me. I said, I'll talk to you at halftime. He done hung up on me. God damn it, Dad. But is that the first BK commercial? Oh, Jesus Christ. Out of church at 4? Yeah, I guess they must have stayed. I don't know if it's communion. Oh, no, it's not communion right now. I'm tripping. But whatever the case may be. Yeah, so the patriarchal seed providing Adonis, it appears that he's on the way back. They must have had something going on. My mother's in the choir, so there is that. But yeah, so there is that. Bandana Patuan said top 10 wrestling theme songs all time. Funny that you say that because when I was hosting the weigh-in 2 nights ago, I actually thought I would have an opportunity to speak with the crowd for a period of time before we messed around and go live. I didn't know how I was going to go, so I didn't get a chance to ask people what their favorite theme songs of all time was. But if I had to say top 10, right? Mark. Oh, before I get into that, let me go down the list. Mark put 2 on and said, "Where do I rank Terrell Pryor amongst dual threats?" I would not have him high. I would not have him high. I would not have that man in like the top 20. Don't get me wrong. He was able to run the football as a quarterback, and as a receiver, he was decent. He was never anything special. He's relatively average for the most part. So I wouldn't have him anywhere high. Now, and to answer Jesse's question, it was my sophomore year. My junior year, it was Gus Edwards' sophomore year. We were playing in Staten Island. He went to Tottenville High School. We got fucking smoked that game, 57-0. It was bad. We had that season, we had a lot of knuckleheads on our squad. We had lost 18 straight games. Sophomore, junior year, my first 2 years on varsity. I was a sophomore who was on vars. My sophomore year, lost 18 straight games. I didn't see a varsity W until my last game of my junior year. Then ultimately senior year went 7-2. We lost in the doggone playoffs. We won 1 playoff game. We lost our second doggone game. Now, we played in Staten Island, and what ended up happening, I believe at the time it was 21-0, and they were driving down the field. It was a run to Gus Edwards. I was playing corner, so I was the right side cornerback, and my safety, shout out to Kevon, we all called him Satellite. He played safety over there. Here comes Gus Edwards coming our way. Me, myself, I loved to tackle. And my safety, Satellite, was then, we saw, Mans was there. Oh, I'm frozen. My bad, dog. Let me get myself back. I'm frozen. Why am I blue? I think I froze once I plugged in the doggone charger. Hold on, wait, give me a second. Let me get myself right. How did I turn blue? What happened to me? I'm blue. Ah, shit. Who's blue? He's blue. He's blue. I can't turn blue. I done turned into Bertha. I can't be Bertha. Come on now. I done turned into Bertha. I'm no longer blue. Now, What ended up happening was we played. Somebody froze me. Don't call me Smurf, Adonis. I'm not a Smurf. I'm not a Smurf. I'm a Smurf. Now, I'm Marge Simpson's hair, but I'm better. So what ended up happening was Gus Edwards came up the middle, and then he cut outside. He was running towards me. So I'm like, oh, yes, I got an opportunity. Let me see if I can force a fumble. Myself and Satellite, we both pretty much crunched him because we hit him at the exact same time. So when we striked him at the exact same time, what ended up happening was I hit him first. He was running towards us, so I hit him from his left side. Yeah, both of our left sides collided. He leaned towards the right. Satellite then hit him, leaned back, and he balanced himself. Now, when I hit him, I threw all shoulder. I didn't wrap up. I should have wrapped up. Threw all shoulder, bumped him. Then Satellite hit him. He was able to balance himself out and then caught his footing. I hit him. It was either the 11 or the 6-yard line. It was either 11 or 6-yard line when the contact happened. He done and then went into the doggone end zone for the score. So that was he didn't necessarily run me over, but it sounds better on video. So there's that. Jamar Chase won a dog. He thinks somebody held his hand warmer. Let's see it on the replay. But that's what ended up happening over there. To answer that question. Now, Bandana, I'm going to get to your top 10 wrestling songs. Give me a second. No. I don't think that's enough for a hold. Did Jackson tug at the jersey? Yes. Did it was a substantial to where it prevented a goddamn reception? No. I don't think they should have thrown something there. Will said, who's my Royal Rumble winner? It's either going to be Seth Rollins or it's going to be Cody Rhodes. I don't see anybody else getting that W. Gerald put 2 on, said Frozen Adonis. Then he put another 2 and said, now we know what you look like as Navi. Hey, listen. But to answer your top 10 wrestling themes all time. Benoit, Batista, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Oh, Hayden Hurst, wide open. I needed that for another, John Cena. Another reception. So I need one more reception from Hayden Hurst, and then I should have a lock. I believe it was 3.5. It had to go over rather than 4.5, but we shall see. Batista, Triple H, John Cena, Chris Benoit, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy's No More Words. Oh, Irvin. Good Lord. Irvin nearly picked up a doggone first down. That was a big hit, though. Jeff Hardy's No More Words. I really liked CM Punk's Cult of Personality. That was always dope. I like Shelton Benjamin's, but I wouldn't put that in the top 10 all time. This man said the Spear Squad. You ain't shit. This man said New Jack. Oh boy, the gangsters. Damn gangsters. Theme song classic. Stone Cold Disturbed. Oh, wow. Samaji P. Ryan able to pick up a first down here. Hey, they got to hold him to a field goal. Remember what I said? I'm pulling for a goddamn Cincinnati field goal here. Since that AJ Lee, line it up. Edge. Any of Edge's theme song. Kane. Slow Chemical. Kane. So Orton, Kane, Edge. I liked Christian Just Close Your Eyes, but I wouldn't necessarily put him there. Eddie Guerrero, and then last one, I'd say Booker T. So that would be my top 10 there. Gum, but 2 on said best hardcore wrestler for you is Jeff Hardy. That's fair, but I think any of the Hollies would be great hardcore wrestlers for the most part. I mean, hell, hardcore Holly, like come on now. But I would have to say either Jeff Hardy or Bubba Ray Dudley. It would have to be one of those two. Raven is also somebody who you could take into account for that, as well as it pertains to hardcore, relatively wrestling. Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. You can't talk hardcore wrestling without Cactus Jack, so that's important as well. And then last but not least, somebody like a Terry Funk. He would have to be in that conversation as well. Now, everybody get up on the train. Where's Godfather when you need him? 20-yard line here. Buffalo needs to get a stop for my sake because I'd like to see a field goal. Oh, wow. Joe Mixon, another carry. He's going to pick up 5. Actually, they're going to mark it at 6. I want to see where they're going to put the football. They're going to give him 5. I need a stop here from Buffalo to force that field goal. I want a field goal here for Cincinnati. How many rushes does Joe Mixon have right now? Yes, indeed. I needed 4 receptions from Hayden Hurst. I got a lock. And Joe Mixon has 8 carries thus far. 6 more carries, and Joe Mixon will get me what I need. All right, we're approaching a couple of locks. If you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Opportunity to win yourself big money. They will match your deposit up to $100. Luckily enough, we have had over 300 people sign up on Underdog Fantasy. That is magnificent. Let's see if we could get to 400. In fact, let me see if I could go find the official number on Underdog Fantasy. I've been showing out for your boy. And moreover, a lot of people have been getting W's. Oh, shout out to Russell Webb. He just bought himself some merch. Oh, I was supposed to restock by fucking Christmas, but it's been very brutal trying to get everything going. So although at probably most likely at the conclusion of the season, I should be able to go ahead and restock. Things have been moving relatively slow, but I'll have that going. Let me actually mark that down so I don't fuck that one up. I should have been keeping count of the whopper. That one right there. I'll take care of that this week. But let's see if we can get this going. 3rd and 4 here. They need to get a stop here. I want to see a field goal stop. I want to see a field goal. I want to see a field goal attempt. Evan McPherson in the doggone snow. Got to get a stop here on Jamar Chase. He moves the chains again. Edmonds tried to strip the doggone football, but he's not going to. Jamar Chase does what he does best. Move those doggone chains. You got to be prepared for that quick pass. You know you're not going to sit over there, sit in the pocket, and try to throw the football down the field. You're getting too close. It's not going to happen. I couldn't get the words out. I'm over here fucking stuttering and shit. Fuck wrong with me. Yeah, you got to make that tackle. You got to anticipate that's fixing to happen. You can't play no soft coverage in situations like that. 1st and goal here. Oh, wow. We've actually passed 500 people. 350 use the code Adonis. 151 use the code Adonis25. Whatever the case may be, they get a stop over here. So we've had over 500 mess around and shine up on Underdog Fantasy. You love to see it. I appreciate you guys going and showing up and showing out on Underdog Fantasy. So if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Burrow said, Chiseled, did you remember the wrestler Balls Mahoney? Yes, indeed, I do remember Balls Mahoney. So click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Now, if you need the link to the game, there are several different links that are there amongst these links to tune into the game. So you have 1 through 55 different links to tune into the game. Now, here's my only thing. Make sure you've got ad block on, and once additional tabs open, you close them expeditiously. I wouldn't want anybody to get a virus. But, of course, we're doing this in the name of Piracy because I don't have any streaming doggone service. So there is that. Gerald put 5 on us. Said, thoughts on WWE turn Chavo Guerrero into Kerman White? I think that was hilarious, but absolutely ridiculous. I thought it was hilarious, but absolutely ridiculous. It would never work, and that's why it did not. Favorite theme was Drew McIntyre's Titantron. Well, he was at a dope one. Wolfpack, NWO was pretty good. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, very good theme as well. So there is that. Sneak said, of course, Tom is streaming his reaction to this game. Well, I'm not surprised. He always goes live and has a great turnout. Shout out to him. I'm pretty sure he's probably well over like fucking 5,000. Well, he usually averages about like, 5,000 during his streams. And if Tree is live, I know he usually averages about 4,000, 3,000. Whenever he goes live during certain sort of games. Oh, no, I don't think Tree is live right now, but let me see. Tom is always live for these games. He's always going to be live. What is he sitting at right now? I'm pretty sure he got like 5,000 in the building right now. Let's see here. He has 7,000. Well, I'm not even surprised. That brother, he's got a loyal fan base like a motherfucker, bro. People show out for him, so good for him. I'm happy for him. Sneak said, I hope you reach those numbers soon. Hey, man, whether I get there or whether I don't, I never look at the number and be like, man, it's amazing. Because I put things in context, right? We got 921 in the building. First and foremost, I even forgot to say this yesterday. Can we hit the like button? Just hit the like button. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, please hit the like button. That'd be magnificent. All right? Please hit the like button. Help a brother out. Let's get to at least 500. If 213 people could mess around and hit the like button, get us to 500 before halftime, that'd be magnificent. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit the like button. You on your phone, hit the like button. If you're not logged in, then unfortunately you got to, mess around and log in on YouTube. If you ain't got no account, make an account. It only takes a couple of seconds. Then subscribe. Feel free if you haven't subscribed already. But here's my thing with the numbers, right? I put things in context. Picture we're inside of an auditorium. We've got 917 in the building. If everybody was inside the auditorium, ain't that a packed house? You got 900 people who are in the building. I never look at the numbers and be like, oh, man, I wish I had as much as this person, that person. I appreciate the people who are here. That's DeMar Hamlin. Now, given that's the case, I never get myself in a situation in which I'm jealous because this person's doing numbers. It is what it is, man. Everybody got a different path. I'm never tripping on situations like that. Oh, yes, the brood theme was always good. Now, 3rd and goal here. They need to get a stop. I want to see a field goal. You got to get a stop here. Oh, my God. You know Jamar Chase is going to get – I said Jamar Chase. You know Burrow's going to let it go under 3 seconds. There's the pass. Over. Oh, wow. Back there. He's going to throw it away. They're going to kick a field goal. All right. Oh, no, there's laundry on the field. Oh, no, it's a false start. Decline. Oh, no, you got to repeat it. You can't decline a false start. Oh, shit. Buffalo putting their hands in the air, but you got to get a stop here. Who moved? I'm confused. Who the fuck moved? Water Visual said, "So show us your arch." Sir, wait a minute. Whoa, what is going on?
Pull over.
No, sir, not me.
Part of the game is this, 3rd and goal. Oh, my God, into the end zone. Jamar Chase, touchdown. What the fuck is Buffalo doing? Jamar Chase back in the end zone for the score. Joe Burrow's 3rd touchdown. That actually locks it up on one of my other parlays. Golly, what is going on? They left Matt Milano inside one-on-one with Jamar Chase. How does that even happen? What is Buffalo doing, bruh? What in tarnation is Buffalo doing? Why would you ever have that situation happen? He lines up in the slot. You don't put a linebacker on Jamar Chase. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, dog. 13 plays, 75-yard drive. They find themselves into the end zone. They nearly forced a doggone field goal, but it did not happen. That was not in the cards. But Joe Burrow gets a lock on one of my, predictions. Or I should say on one of the parlays. That's magnificent. His 3rd touchdown pass. It's on the partial parlay, but it could be a W nonetheless. And once we enter halftime, we'll take a look at my parlays. Or I should say before halftime. I'll look at it right now. Fuck all that. Oh, I think they're going to try to review to see if it's a touchdown. He did get both his feet down. Did he protect the football all the way through? That's a touchdown. I think his foot is down. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The ball moved. No, the ball moved. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, shit. Yeah, no, they keep showing the wrong angle. Yeah, the ball moving a little bit. He got his feet down, but the ball is moving. Yeah. That's not a touchdown. They're going to take it off. That's not a touchdown. The ball moving. Tyrone said, I'm lying about my net worth. No, you mean Google lying about my net worth. Lord knows I ain't got that money. Yeah, that football is moving. Yup, the ball came out of his right hand. Yup, that's not a touchdown. Incomplete. No touchdown there. I won't have the lock on the touchdown for Joe Burrow. Take that one off. Yeah, I might have to take that one off. No touchdown for Joe Burrow. I need another touchdown from Joe Burrow. It is what it is. Ah, shit. Yeah, it is what it is. They're going to have to overturn that. Ain't no way you could keep that as a touchdown. That'd be foolish. He has the football, but then look, once he hits the ground, that football moves. The moment that you see it move and you see his right hand is up and he has to reposition it. Look at where the ball is. His right hand comes completely off the ball. That's incomplete. He lost control of the football. He lost control because he had the ball tucked in his right hand, and then his arm is out here. That's his right hand. No way you can have completion there. No way you have control. That's incomplete. Force the field goal. Good job. Matt Milano was able to force a doggone breakup, but I still don't understand why you'd have Milano in that situation. Take a look at the replay. Just look at Jamar Chase's right hand, right? He has to survive the ground. So when you survive the ground, he has possession there, but you have to survive the ground. Look at where the hand is. His right hand is separated from the football. Now the ball is hovering. When he regains possession, he's already out of bounds. His feet being down is now irrelevant. When he finally regains the ball, he's out of bounds. So it's incomplete. That is not a catch. Remember, you have to survive the ground. Incomplete. Good call, referees. My prediction of a field goal came true. I have Evan McPherson up on the parlay, although it does eliminate, the Joe Burrow touchdown. But there it is. That is a correct call from the referees. Is there anybody who disagrees? That was the correct call from the referee? Because remember, you have to survive the ground. Is there anybody who disagrees that was the correct call from the referee? If only there was a guy who, knew what a catch in the NFL was. Still Dre says you disagree. Mystic says you disagree. Everybody else is saying it's the right call. Angelo, Kevin, Hector, Yummerly, Ray. AHK said it was BS. Buck said, but the ball don't touch the ground. No. But here's the thing, right? And for those who disagree, the ball may have not touched the ground, but if you don't have possession, keep in mind, if the football is just hovering on your body, you still don't have possession. For example, if the ball is rolling on my back, but it never touched the ground and I'm out of bounds, when do I have possession of the football? If the ball is trapped in betwixt my legs, it's different than, remember, with the Martavis Bryant and all those different sort of calls, you have to have it pinned on your body. The football was moving. Jamar Chase had the football in his right hand. When he got out of bounds, his right hand was separated from the football because you saw Milano extend that right hand away from the football. The ball may have been, in his pelvic area, but the ball was moving. Therefore, it was not trapped. If the ball was caught betwixt his legs, he would have possession because the ball's no longer moving. When the football is moving and you're out of bounds, you no longer have possession. You did not survive the ground. When he regained possession of the football, he was already out of bounds, thus eliminating his 2 feet being in bounds when he was in bounds. So with that being the case, did not catch it. You must survive the ground and control possession of the football. That's what nullifies the catch. Basili in the building. What's going on? Sargon Patuan said, Gunditsa! Indeed it was. So with that being the case, it is an incomplete catch. Local said they controlling me. Well, who said that? How am I being controlled? I know the rules. But I'll extensively cover it inside of the commentary. Now, we'll move on to this doggone drive. JD said, how tall am I? 5'11". When I get my spine, relatively elongated, then maybe I might extend to 6 foot. I'm only 6 foot on Tuesdays. 1:45 on the clock here for the Buffalo Bills. Let's see if they can add more points on the board just before halftime. I think this is where Josh Allen utilizes his running ability. So that's where that as it pertains to a catch, those are the things in which you've got to have an idea. And anthropomorphic. Talking Guru or Gourd said these excessive slow motion replays have ruined the game. I'm sick of these technicalities ruining football. But here's the thing, right? If you set it up in a situation in which you introduce instant replay, then you have to be thorough with it. But I do agree. Instant replay has changed the context of certain calls. But situations like this, I have no issues with it. If it's a bang-bang pass interference sort of situation where they were trying to review pass interference, I think that was absolutely retarded. There should be a judgment that exists over there from referees or whatever the case may be. But it's slowing down the game and it's making things different. But in situations where you have to determine if something's a catch or not, I completely understand. Determining if something's a fumble or not, you need the super slow-mo to determine if somebody's off the ground or whatever the case may be, because people will mess around and get screwed. AFC Championship 1979. Renfro catches a touchdown in the end zone to give the Oilers the lead. Unfortunately, the referees, they don't have instant replay, but the fans do. So they sit there and they be like, yeah, it's incomplete. That cost the Oilers a trip to the doggone Super Bowl. Pittsburgh should have lost that game. But unfortunately, that was not, a thing at that particular time. And guess what? Pittsburgh's now a 4-time Super Bowl champion at the conclusion of 1979 when they shouldn't even have made it to the Super Bowl. So if you have instant replay, things ultimately change, but it depends on when things transpire. Payne said, what am I talking about? Extending my spine. Well, you know, a little bit of flexibility, get a little bit of dexterity up there inside of my spine. Oh, my God. What a catch by Gabe Davis. What a catch by Gabe Davis on the sideline. Are you kidding me? What a pass by Josh Allen. What a catch by Gabe Davis. That is on a rope to the sideline to move the chains. My heavens, what a catch. Did he get his feet down, though? And he completed the process of the catch. My God. What a catch there. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yep, non-PI call. Oh, boy, pass is batted down. David said, then you have that non-PI call for the Saints and Rams game. We need those immediately reviewed. See, that one in particular, if they had the review, if the review was around for that one and you could have thrown the challenge flag, then bam. Because that's a situation where anybody watching the game would have thrown the flag. But it didn't happen, and you cost the team a trip to the Super Bowl. Because don't get me wrong, the Saints kicked the field goal. They went to overtime, and then Drew Brees threw the interception, but you should have never been in that position. Don't get me wrong. I still acknowledge the Saints had a chance to win that doggone game. However, they would have been able to completely end it in regulation, but that got, eliminated. Oh, Josh Allen should have ran. He should have never hesitated. Passes ricocheted off of the fingertips. He should have ran. He should have ran. Immediately should have ran. But man should have caught that pass. But Josh Allen should have ran. He's bleeding on the arm. Oh, my. He's been lacerated. Noah said, well, after some of the game-changing terrible calls, all the calls need to be reviewed till the refs do better. Well, see, that's a problem, though, because it slows down the game. Now we're going to have a 5-hour goddamn game if all the calls need to be reviewed. It depends. I think there should be situations where there's reviews and then situations where there's not. But there's never going to be a situation in which the refs don't get a fucked-up situation. I think if they continue to show slow-motion replays to the fans, there's going to continue to be outcry towards the refs needing to do better. If they have it in a situation where the refs and us both see the same thing, then we should just leave it like that. Don't show us super slow motion and then show the referees, not having the same access. I think that's foolish. Josh Allen launches it towards the end zone, but there's laundry on the field. Christopher said, Dak for 4 TDs. Oh, heavens. Almighty ASAP said, I just broke up with my girlfriend. What to do next? Well, oh, wow, there's a holding on the offense. It's incomplete, and now it's a 4th down. Do you kick a long field goal with Tyler Bass? What do you do here? It's 4th down. Dawkins with the goddamn hold. What do you do here if you're Buffalo? With 47 seconds remaining, Cincinnati with 2 timeouts. Oh, it looks like they're going to punt. Wow, unless they can force somebody to come off sides. Yeah, 4th and 10, yeah, you got to punt. No reason to call a long field goal there. Yeah, but Almighty ASAP, hell, you broke up with your girlfriend. You made that unilateral decision to go ahead and do that. You got to deal with that. So you just you get yourself right and you move on. That's just what the situation's fixing to be. Can they pin them inside the 5? Pin them inside the 5. Fair catch is going to happen at the 9. If you're Buffalo, you got to get 3 stops here. Force a 3 and out. Try to get the football back on a short field. That's all that they can do here. 4th and 1. Patuan said, did I hear Nia Long got her groove back? No. I heard she was dating somebody on like a red carpet. They went out there, but I don't really pay any mind to all that. J Money Jeff said, am I watching Raw 30? Yes, I will be watching Raw 30. Doc Ock put 5 on it, said, if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, will Jalen Hurts be the first quarterback to win the Heisman National Championship and the Super Bowl? No, I don't think so. Heisman National Championship and the Super Bowl. Heisman National Championship and the Super Bowl. I think it's been done before. Because if I'm not mistaken, when Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl, they talked about that. And then Cam lost. And Jalen didn't win the Heisman. He was a runner-up. But has it been done? Marcus Allen, okay. Charles Woodson, they did win. I believe he was on. Yeah, he was on Michigan when they won the national champion. So Charles Woodson. Yeah, but Jalen was runner-up. Who won the Heisman that year? Burrow won the Heisman, did he not? No, because Jalen came in 2020. 2020, the Heisman was who the fuck won the Heisman in 2020? son of a bitch. Bryce Young was last year. Who won it after Burrow? It escapes me. Who won it after Burrow? Devontae Smith. There we go. Devontae Smith. Why? Thank you. Yeah, Devontae Smith. So, yeah. Burrow won the Heisman. He also won a national championship. So let me see here. How many players have won Heisman, national championship, and the Super Bowl? Tony Dorsett, Marcus Allen, Charles Woodson. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's right. In the in the commentary for last year's Super Bowl, I brought that up. There we go. Tony Dorsett, Marcus Allen, Charles Woodson. That's the only one. Those are the only three. Tony Dorsett, Marcus Allen, Charles Woodson. That's it. Those are the only three. Well, Reggie Bush, they took it away, but Reggie Bush as well. Desmond Howard, they didn't win a national championship. Desmond Howard didn't win a national championship at Michigan. He won the Heisman in a Super Bowl, but he didn't win a national championship at Michigan. He left Michigan in, what was it, 90? 90. Yeah, he didn't win a national championship. They probably won a bowl game, but not a national championship. Joe Montana and Joe Namath, did they win, let me see, Joe Montana, did he win a national championship or a Heisman? I know Joe Namath won a national championship at Alabama. I believe he won one let's see, it was a national champion. Did he win the Heisman? No. Joe Namath never won the Heisman. And Joe Montana won a national championship, but he did not win a Heisman. Yeah, so it's only Tony Dorsett, Marcus Allen, Charles Woodson, and Reggie Bush. But they took Reggie Bush's stuff away, but let's just keep it about it's Reggie Bush as well. Am I going live for the Cowboys game? Yes, I am. 2nd and 5. They need to stop here. That's interesting that Cincinnati utilized the timeout rather than Buffalo. Buffalo got to get a stop here. Buffalo gets a stop here, they could call timeout. But unfortunately, if Buffalo don't get the stop here and Cincinnati gets the first down, then ultimately this is going to be the last drive of this half. Get a stop. There's the pass. Well, Samaje Perine able to pick up the first down. There's nothing Buffalo can do now. Cincinnati called timeout. Oh, Jesus, they really trying to add some doggone points. Let me go utilize the bathroom real quick. I got to take a piss. Hey, LeBron, dance while I go utilize the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Enough of that, LeBron. Here we go. 2 seconds remaining here. No way Buffalo can get this doggone football back. It's clipped for that. Snow looks very... This is a great camera that they got. That 8K camera, magnificent. So there's that. Now, Cody put 5 on it. Said, part of me wants Buffalo to win the Super Bowl for Hamlin, but the other parts of me want the Bengals to win so that Burrow can finally be called Joe Cool. I mean, they calling him that right now. they're gonna have to take a shot towards the end zone. There's not enough time to try to get down the field and get a oh wow, they got Gabe Davis back there. He can mess around and get a playoff interception. But yeah, there's nothing outside of a Hail Mary that can happen here for Cincinnati. I wonder if Buffalo's gonna call timeout. First and foremost, they got to get that graphic for the line of scrimmage correct, because they are way off. They are way off. Here we go. All right. They still didn't reset the goddamn line of scrimmage, but here we go. Well, here comes the pressure. Oh, wow. Maybe they could get to Burrow. Burrow's still going to find it towards the end zone. Pass is incomplete. And we are heading into halftime, 17-7. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? I told you the halftime score would be 17-7. We are headed into halftime with the Buffalo Bills trailing at home to the Cincinnati Bengals 17-7. This is still a relatively close game for all intents and purposes. So we're heading into halftime 17-7. If you guys are on Patreon, the commentary is already up onto Patreon. And for YouTube, I'll probably set it for after the game, but why not? I could set one up right now. So yeah, so I will take a step away for halftime. I shall return for the second half. If you guys haven't already hit the like, God damn it, we only got 472. Can 28 other people hit the like button, please? So we can get to 500. At least get to 500. That'd be nice. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, but I gotta set the commentary to go live. They're already up on Patreon, but I gotta put one, or I should say both of them, up on YouTube and set that one up to go live onto YouTube. That would be very, 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 very nice. Christopher said you done liked already. All right, we passed 500 likes. Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent. All right, so let's get ready to head over to halftime. I shall see you guys momentarily. Stay tuned. One of the goddamn commentaries will be going live on YouTube expeditiously. I should say, well, maybe after the game. Who knows? Whatever the case may be. I got to get everything up and settled up on YouTube to set them to go live. So I shall be back for the second half. I shall see you momentarily. tried to go ahead and get this posted, but for whatever reason, the Kansas City one doesn't want to upload. Like, it just stays loading. I don't know why. So that threw off the timing, so I couldn't set the stuff to go live. So unfortunately, I guess we're gonna have to wait until the end of the game. But Kansas City and the Jaguars game. I guess I have to wait until afterwards to get it uploaded. I don't know why it didn't fucking upload. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's literally staying there. It's been that way for the last 8 minutes. It's very confusing. But the Eagles one, I was able to set that one to premiere at the conclusion of this game, as long as this doesn't go to overtime. But there is that. Now, let's see. Gerald, put 5 on it, said Brady's got another propaganda film coming out. Didn't know that. Well, there it is. Opening drive here for Buffalo, looking to cut the deficit down to a 1-score game, whether that field goal or touchdown. It can happen. 2nd and 4 here. They are now at the 45-yard line. And, oh, wow, what a run there. I believe that was Devin Singletary. Let me take a look at my parlays. If you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Now, on my parlays, let's see. I think this one's going to get busted unless Josh Allen explodes in this second half. He only has 128 yards total, so I am not feeling very confident about this particular parlay here. Moreover, with the way that the Bengals are running the football, I don't know if Joe Burrow is going to get 100 yards passing in this second half. So we shall see how things play out. But one way or another, this one, because Jalen Hurts screwed me last night, I'm not feeling too confident about this one in particular. I think the max that I can mess around and win here anyway is about 25 Dura. Then, I would need Joe Burrow to throw another touchdown alongside Josh Allen throwing the football double what he threw last time, and then one. James Cook, pardon me, only having 4 carries. I think that will probably, I'll connect on that one, but we should see what else I mess around and connect on. But this one in particular, not feeling too confident over there. Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, I am slightly concerned here because Burrow having 27 attempts, he would have to throw the ball 13 more times here in the second half. So I can only hope that Buffalo holds on to the football for a period of time. Josh Allen keeping the play alive, finding his man down the field, moving the chains. Hello, Joe Mixon, I think he will get me the rushing. Devin Singletary's got 5 carries. I think he's going to get a couple more here on this particular drive. So we shall see if this works out in my favor. Then Dawson Knox has himself 2 catches here. I'm going to need him to get going as well. I remember I had that counter for Josh Allen just in case it doesn't work out there. So I'm feeling confident about this one, but I still need Joe Burrow to mess around and turn the doggone football over. So there's that. And then this one here, I think of all are at least somewhat relatively promising. Josh Allen, he hasn't ran the football well, but I expect that he will run the football a bit more at this particular time. And lo and behold, look at Josh Allen. He's fixing a run. He's only going to pick up a couple of yards, but it is what it is. There is the yardage over there. And then obviously this one here. I can feel somewhat of solace there. Then everything else, for the most part, is looking relatively bleak. So there is that. But we shall see how things play out on Underdog Fantasy. But if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Am I going live for the Cowboys game? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But if you guys are new here, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. We are in the second half. Buffalo trying to cut this down to a 1-possession game. I went and grabbed some food here. You got some pasta, a little bit of avocado, alongside some 3 eggs as well. Can't go wrong with that. Got to get something so you can consume. Here for the second half. Has Allen thrown an interception? No, he has not. We have not seen a turnover in this game yet. We've seen the ball on the ground, but unfortunately, it was called back because it was a forward pass. Dark said, show us your butthole. Sir, what is going on here? We're watching football. This man's favorite position is the snap. Oh, his favorite position is the center. His favorite moment of the game is his quarterback snap. What is happening here, sir? Get it together. 3rd and 2. Josh Allen's going to probably keep it himself. Indeed, he will. He's going to try to get that first down, and he does. I should have chose Josh Allen rush attempts, man. I knew Josh Allen was fixing to run the football. You know he's going to use his legs. He's going to run. How many attempts now is that for Josh Allen? I wonder how many attempts is that for Josh Allen right now? You know that brother fixing to run the football one way or another. Good Lord. What's going on with the college national champion? Oh, it's up on Patreon, but YouTube is copyright at the moment. It's already recorded. It's already up on Patreon, but it's copyright. The same thing that's been happening in the last 3 years. College football is really cracking down. Oh, wow, Josh Allen back in the end zone, but it's incomplete, and Stephon Diggs could not hold on to the football. Josh Allen has run the football 7 times. I should have chose Josh Allen to fucking go with the 8 rather than the yardage. He's got 20 yards rushing on the ground. But, yeah, I should have took Josh Allen on the rushing. Oh, wow, Samaje Perine had gone over regardless. Oh, that changes things. Interesting. Let me close the app, reopen the app. Anything else that been eliminated? That's a small one. I ain't tripping on that. Whatever the case may be. Oh, Stephon Diggs a little bit shaken up here. Josh Allen about to run for 100. Well, I don't know about all that. We shall see. Yo, how is the commentary still loading on? What is happening on YouTube right now, bro? What is going on? This shit is still saving. I don't understand. This is how I know somebody fucking with me. Diggs is down. Apparently, he has to get some additional help from the get seen from the medical squad. Something ain't right here. Hoping that brother's okay, because they're gonna need him out there. You need somebody to make plays for you. Apple about to give up another one? Shit, he about to. I don't have confidence in Eli Apple. But he seems to be fine for the most part. But we are still here in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Opening drive of the quarter. The Cincinnati Bengals on defense trying to get a stop. And Buffalo looking to cut the deficit down to a 1-score game. Scully dude said, me and my family got a $10 bet. I chose the Bengals. He chose the Bills and said the Bills would win easily. Wonder how he feels right now. Not very good on the bet. Not very good on the bet at all. Um, 49ers, Kansas City. Interesting. Chris said, what am I munching on? If you guys didn't already see, it came out of halftime. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I have 2 eggs here, 2 boiled eggs, alongside some pasta and avocado. And some sausage. Pause. I ain't eat shit before the stream. I would have ate during halftime, but I was trying to figure out why the goddamn commentary ain't uploaded. Is Stephon Diggs fine? Oh, it looked like he's heading to the locker room. Or is he going inside the tent? Wow, they didn't even set up the blue tent. They're taking him inside the blue tent. 2nd and 10 here. Don't be surprised if Josh Allen runs. And he's going to, oh, wow. Beautiful catch from Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley setting up a 1st and goal here. The crowd is ignited in the bees. Bob said they'll do everything in their power to push Buffalo to win this game. This game is fishy. It will be rigged. This game is fishy? How is the game fishy? I'm confused. How's the game fishy? I find that interesting. That's quite the accusation. Oh, hand off to Cook. He ain't going nowhere. You know what's interesting here is, as I always say, this is the worst place to have a 1st down, or I should say 1st and goal situation. The worst place to have a 1st and goal situation, because it's 1st and goal from the fucking 9. First and goal from the 9, 8, and 10 is always the worst. Stephon Diggs is back on the field. Stephon Diggs back on the field. Dono said 30 years ago in Super Bowl 27 in Arizona, it was Cowboys versus Bengals. Wait, what? Cowboys never played the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Where'd you get that from? Super Bowl 27 in Arizona, it was Cowboys versus Bengals. 27 years later, Cowboys last Super Bowl at Super Bowl 57 in Arizona with Darren Woodson, who's from Arizona, going going into the Hall of Fame. Well, Cowboys never played the Bengals in the Super Bowl. The Cowboys played the Bills twice and the Steelers. And that's the 90s Cowboys. The Bengals had never gone to the Super Bowl until 81 when they got beat by the 49ers, and then 88 when they got beat by the 49ers. So I'm a bit confused here what you're referencing. Josh Allen in the end zone looking for Dawson Knox. Pass sales incomplete. You meant the Bills. Oh, interesting. When they played back-to-back. Well, whatever the case may be, I'd highly doubt that was particularly what the script writers would like to have happen. Because ultimately, like I said time and time again, here's the thing with trying to rig games, right? 4th and goal, you would assume they kick that field goal. Indeed, they do. Here comes Tyler Bass. Cut the deficit down to 1. He's made 17 consecutive field goals at home, second longest streak in playoff history, and the kick is through the uprights. Ain't good. It'd been wild if they fucking messed around and fucked them up. But there is that. Honcho put 5 on it. Said, Chiseled, you better stop on Apple slander before Apple comes after me. What are you going to do? What is he going to do? You think I'm afraid of Eli Apple? What are you going? I'm going to tweet my fingers. I'm going to say your channel sucks. What Eli Apple going to do? I'm going to come and fight you. Oh, well, would you? Okay. Pull up if you want, pussy. Hit you in the head with a watermelon. That's racist. Gum put 2 on, said CBS or NBC broadcaster is going to ride Mahomes off. That'll happen. But when teams are in love with somebody, it's going to happen. Like, for example, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, Mahomes, they fucking love these people. Rodgers, who else is an elder statesman who's playing at a high level? They ride those motherfuckers, but I'm not remotely surprised. Tim said, now here comes the most important drive, I think, for Buffalo. They have to get a turnover here or force a punt. Yeah, I believe they gotta get an emphatic defensive stop here. Because if they can hold them here, they can really build momentum. Because they close the half on a strong point, and then they open up the half with 3 points. Now they can mess around and possibly go down the field and even up the score. So we shall see. And now go Bengals, go. But 7-point game here. Let me take a look at my parlays and see what I'm hitting for. I have Tyler Bass only making 1 field goal, but I have Evan McPherson making 2, so we shall see. This is what my field goal calls look like. So for all intents and purposes, I don't expect to see Tyler Bass make another field goal. Evan McPherson, we shall see. There's that one there. Samaje Perine actually went over, so that ultimately ended up costing me on total yardage. Gabriel Davis has to get going, at least in this particular game, but I'm not really tripping on this one for 5 for 50. Then on my 100, you have Josh Allen running the football now. I need 25, or I should say 27 more yards out of him. Joe Mixon, a bit more carries, and I expect that to happen on this drive. And a Joe Burrow interception, so we shall see how that ends up playing. And Hayden Hurst has a lock for me. So we'll see how that one plays out. Dawson Knox, I need 2 more receptions from him, but given that Buffalo is facing a deficit, I expect him to throw the football a bit more. Josh Allen, all that yardage in the second half, I don't see that one happening. However, I still need an interception from Joe Burrow as well, so we'll see how that all messes around and plays out. Passing attempts from Joe Burrow. I would like them to just try to run the football here and then ultimately giving the football to Joe Mixon as well alongside Devin Singletary. I need 5 more carries out of him, but the the bigger the deficit, the bigger the problem for rushing the football. On this one over here, it's already relatively busted because of Miles Sanders. So the max that I can get here is 25 Dura. So since that's the case, I really don't care too much about this one. But if Joe Burrow throws a touchdown, then I'll be cheering for this in particular to work out in my favor. So there is that. And then last but not least, this one is busted for the most part. Because I don't envision Joe Burrow going 100 yards here in this game unless, of course, Buffalo evens up the score relatively fast. So that is where I'll sit right now on Underdog Fantasy. If you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis if you have not already. Participate in the pick'em. They match your deposit up to $100. So you put in 20, they'll give you 20. You put in 100, they'll give you 100. You put in 50, they'll give you 50. Make sure you head over to Underdog Fantasy. And last but not least, let them know I sent you. Here comes Joe Burrow. He's going to try to take off running himself. He's going to pick up the first down, and Mans could not make the tackle while he was running. That's how the white man run the football. First down, Cincinnati. So there is that. Able to move the chains here. Dakari. Put 10 on it. Said, I really appreciate you and everything you do. I got my first job in October as a seasonal, and I just worked my way to a part-time. I'm really thankful for all the motivational stuff. You keep it up, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. And I'm happy for you because you've been showing love in the chat room for quite some time. So I'm ecstatic. I'm overjoyed that you mess around. You got yourself that job, man. So I'm happy about that. Keep grinding. Keep working. Stack your money. Plan your next move. Never get too comfortable. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, wow. Their safety is out. That is brutal. He had a pick last week. Evidently, he ain't going to have no picks. The only thing he's going to be picking is his tape off of his cleats and his clothes out of his locker because we'll see if they're playing next week. They need to stop approaching midfield. Burrow looking right. Passes hauled in from T. Higgins. Good Lord. One-hand catch. Come on now. Dakari out here giving gifts. Donations. That's a great catch. That's a great catch by T. Higgins. And he got those feet down. Did he get that feet down? There's 1, 2, 3. Yep, he got his feet down. Now inside Buffalo territory. They needed to stop here. You can still get. Oh, down goes Burrow. Is he okay? Oh, he got hit low. Burrow got hit low. Oh, shit. Burrow got hit low. He's getting up now. Somebody got pushed. I don't think it was a dirty. Oh, boy. We got to see the replay. Golly. See the replay over here. Here comes the pass rush. And, oh, yeah, he done slipped, and then he was reaching towards the leg. Shit. Oh, yeah, he slipped down. Yeah, and then he rolled right into it. Hey, that's not a dirty play. That's not a dirty play. That's not a dirty play. I'm sure that, oh, boy. Yeah, that's not, yeah, he done hit the floor and then slid right into it. That's not a dirty play. You could tell Mans was tripping and slipping from before. Going to try to dump it off. Oh, damn, hands just for decoration from Irwin, and now we're going to have a 3rd and long. He slid into him. I don't want to see nobody talking about they playing dirty. No, that's not roughing the passer. No, it's not. That's not roughing the passer. It's not roughing the passer because of the circumstance was different. If you intentionally went low, then it would be roughing. It's snowing out there. Mans was already slipping when he was going. There's only so much that you can do. And then the location of when he got to him, yeah, that wouldn't be roughing. That would not be roughing. The Patrick Mahomes situation was a little bit different, but even that wasn't a penalty, and rightfully so, it was not. What are they doing? They got to reset the ball or whatever? If you're Cincinnati, you can't kick a field goal here. Now, granted, they pick up about 5, 6 more yards. You can kick a field goal. In fact, I actually need a field goal from Evan McPherson. Yeah, I need a field goal from Evan McPherson. So if there was ever a time to go and pick up some more additional yardage, it would be now. Set up like a 4th and 2, and then you could kick a long field goal. That'd be nice. Whoa, Marshall is wild. Noah said, was Peyton Manning a worst/most embarrassing playoff loss? What was his worst/most embarrassing playoff loss? When he threw 6 interceptions. Wasn't that against New England? He threw like 6 picks. He had a bad playoff game. He threw like 5 picks, 4 interceptions. That man had a bad year. He had a very, very, very tough, and I believe he was MVP that season too. He had a bad time. Or was that the Jets when they got blown out 41-0? 3rd and 10. You cannot allow a first down. Jesus Christ. Hurst able to hurdle to pick up the first down there. Wow. Wow. Buffalo's defense getting toasted, bro. These motherfuckers cannot make plays to save their life. Force a field goal, though, for the sake of my parlay. But, good Lord. How people keep getting open underneath, bro. These dudes is asleep right now. Dudes asleep right now. No, 2009 against the Chargers. Here's the only thing that was interesting about that. It was Matt Cyphers, the punter. Was it Matt? I forget. But that dude was the MVP of that game, bro. He pinned them motherfuckers inside the 5 every single time. It's very difficult to mess around and, get stuff done if you constantly starting in terrible field position. Cyphers, that showcased how important a fucking punter is. If you didn't know already, you go back and watch that Chargers versus Colts playoff game. Good Lord, man. Good Lord. Joe Mixon able to bang his way down the field. If I'm Cincinnati, I'm just running the football here. I just keep running the football here. Burrow sneaks it himself, picks up a few more yards. Oh, who needed Burrow for 13 yards to lock your parlay up? I'm sure he's over 13 now. Cave trolls at every goddamn time the Bills call a timeout this postseason, they fuck it up. Their defense is not awake tonight. Their defense is not awake tonight at all. Or I should say this afternoon, because it's not quite night yet. If I'm Buffalo, I'm not challenging here. That'd be absolutely retarded. Give them the first down, call on your defense to make a stop. It would have messed around and been 3rd down anyway. That'd be a retarded challenge. Wasting timeouts for what? It's time for your defense to nut up, bro. Here we go. Defense ate way too many whoppers, says Jared. Oh, wow, they're going to give him 3rd and 1. Let's see what happens here. That Joe Mixon in the backfield? Yep, they could run a play-action fake here, too. Toss over to Mixon. First down. Oh, and more! He's down at the 5. They're going to take this drive into the 4th quarter. Joe Mixon cannot be stopped here tonight, bro. They cannot stop this man here tonight. I hope I see more Mixon carries. Let's see how much. Oh, Mixon got 12 carries? Oh, yes. I'm fixing to get a lock. He got 12 carries. I'm fixing to get a lock. I need 2 more carries from him, and then I got a lock. Ah, damn. All of my other Singletary parlays is going to get knocked out, but it is what it is. James Cook not having too big of a game. Okay, Josh, shit. I may be 1 leg short, 2 legs short of Adonis. Who knows? Romo did say shot clock. I heard that. Now, 1st and goal from the 5. Look for Hayden Hurst. Income. Oh, yep. Defensive holding. Tre'Davious White, what you doing? Holding on somebody's back. I'm not remotely surprised. He was looking for Irvin. But I said, hey, Hayden Hurst was at the bottom of the screen. Not the top. Hayden Hurst was at the bottom of the screen, not the top. He threw it to Irvin, but then Hayden Hurst was at the bottom of the screen. I was calling for them to throw it to Hurst, but they didn't throw it to Hurst. 1st and goal now. They at the 1-yard line. Might as well hand it off to Mixon. I would. I'd hand it off to Mixon. Don't try to force nothing. Mixon not going nowhere, able to get the stop there. Oh, no, he's still going. Oh, no, he didn't get in. He's still at the 1-yard line. He ain't get in. He almost got in. Second effort almost got him in. Great job for Buffalo to hold there, but you got to take him to the ground, bro. You can't just be doing this pushing matchup. Yeah, he did not get in. Jamar Chase right there thought he actually scored, but Just Chillin' said, Bills giving away yet another year. Well, shit. Buffalo better get the fuck off the field. What they doing? They're going to try it again, or they're going to QB sneak it. Another timeout coming. I believe, who calls it? Cincinnati called it? Ain't no way. A defensive penalty? The fuck out of here, bruh. Oh, my God. They got 12 on the field. Hey, Buffalo going to undiscipline themselves out of this game, bruh. Buffalo going to undiscipline themselves out of this doggone game. They try to time the snap count. Offsides. Offsides. Big encroachment right there. Man's try to time the snap count. Phillips wilding, bro. They about to do it to themselves, man. Oscar said, you're still salty about the Giants. All you care about at this moment is that Philly loses their next game. Alfred said, the moment that you saw the Buffalo defense let Skylar Thompson score, I could only imagine what Joe Burrow would do. Fair enough. Because the thing with Buffalo was, I just looked at it like, yo, they took their foot off the gas when they was up 17-0. Maybe it would be something different. They out here playing in the snow. And not only is the run working for Cincinnati, the pass is working too. Like, legitimately, this whole game, they literally could do whatever the fuck they want. The times in which Buffalo got stops, you were like, oh, shit, Buffalo stopped them. That's how bad they've been playing today. Don't let the 17 points school you. Touchdown. Joe Mixon got it. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to mark him short? I thought he was in. What the hell? Boy, what is Buffalo doing? Why are you trying to get in people's face, bro? Back your dumb ass up. The fuck you doing? You mean to tell me he didn't score? Wow. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. There ain't no way. That's a touchdown. Throw the challenge flag. That's a touchdown. Throw the challenge flag. That's a touchdown. There's no way that's not a touchdown. Oh, Jesus, they might fuck it over because, oh, well, we don't have a direct view on the football. There's no way. His entire arm went over. That's a touchdown. Come on, Joe. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. It's not the knees. Take a look at the goddamn arms, Romo. You take a look where the hell the arms is located. His entire goddamn arms is across the doggone line. They should have challenged that. I think that's a touchdown. Well, we can't see the football. You got to logically think about it. Unfortunately, in this situation, logic doesn't necessarily work. But if you're in a situation where the football is here, you're running across, let's say this is the damn touchdown line. His entire arms was extended over the goddamn thing. If they rule that short, that's crazy, bro. You can't possibly rule that short. Anybody with a brain would see that's a touchdown. Well, we can't see the football, but you see his damn near half his whole upper body where the football is. Unless he got the ball behind his back, there's no way that's not a touchdown. That's got to be a touchdown. Don't get me wrong, you have to be able to see the football, but come on now. If all of his arms is across the line, where else would the football be? He didn't fumble. That's got to be a touchdown. That's got to be a touchdown. He broke the plane. That's a touchdown. That's got to be a touchdown. There's no way. Alan said nearing a year as a YouTube member. Well, how beautiful is that? How long have we had the YouTube memberships? I can't remember. Jesse said where his knees down. No, his knees was never down. He was never taken to the ground. He was never taken to the ground. And it would depend on when they blew the play dead, and they waited until he got pushed backwards to blow the play dead. So since that's the case, all you have to do is see him break the plane. If you take, they're gonna show the side angle, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're gonna show the side angle, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Here we go. They got to rule this a touchdown. They got to rule this one a touchdown. Jesse said you're watching the game through me. That's got to be a touchdown. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Take a look. No, not this. Take a look at where his arms are, right? His entire upper body crossed the plane. His entire upper body. Take a look at the side angle. The football is right here. His entire body, with the exception of his calves and ankle, broke the plane. By anybody with any kind of common logic would see, yo, that's a touchdown. Unless the football was behind his back, there's no way the ball didn't break the plane. That would have to be a touchdown. Extra point through the uprights and good. Joe Mixon just got me a lock. Oh, this man is over here dancing. Don't dance yet. Never fucking dance. Don't be dancing yet. There ain't nothing wrong with being excited, but this game is far from over. This game is far from over. Joe Mixon 2 touchdowns in the last 7 games. Good Lord. Man went cold for a period of time. But let me take a look at my parlays. I needed an Evan McPherson field goal. To get a lock, but that's still a possibility. At this point, Cincinnati, they're not the ones who's desperate for points. Buffalo is the one who's desperate for points. For Tyler Bass, I was glad that I went under with him. But the jury's not out on Evan McPherson, so I'll see how that messes around and plays out. And this one's not even fucking protected, so I need McPherson to go ahead and get a doggone field goal. Joe Mixon on that carry went up to 14, so I got another lock on Mixon. Now, Josh Allen, knowing the situation, I really believe that he's fixing to run the football. James Cook, unless he start dumping the football off to him, I should be fine. And Joe Burrow interceptions, I think I may get fucked on that. But as long as I could get Josh Allen to run the football, I'll be fine. As long as I got 25 coming back, that'll work in my favor. Then they have to throw the football here. So, hello, Dawson Knox. I need you to start being a little bit productive, buddy. I'm going to need Dawson Knox to be a little bit productive here on this drive. That would be nice. So I need Dawson Knox to start being a bit productive. Nyheim Hines better not fumble the doggone football. He does not. Takes it to the 31-yard line. Close up here. Singletary on the carries. I don't see that one happening with Singletary on the carries. Joe Burrow, at this stage in the game, I think I may be safe on Burrow. But Devin Singletary is going to be the one who screws me over, because why would you even try to run the football at this particular point? That would be stupid. It's going to be the goddamn the running game of Josh Allen moving forward. Josh Allen, knowing that it's desperation time, I expect him to throw the football to get me where I need to go. But ultimately, and Joe Burrow being even, I need everybody else to hit. So James Cook, I believe I'll be a lock on that. I need Josh Allen to throw the football. Joe Burrow equaled it, so I can at least get a little bit of a payout here. I'll probably end up leaving with like $15 or whatever the case may be. But whatever the case may be, we shall see how that messes around and plays out. And I think that's pretty much it. Because this one in particular, I don't see this one happening. Jalen Hurts busted yesterday, and then Joe Burrow, I don't see him throwing the football any much further, at least for 80 yards, unless there's a long touchdown. So that's where I'm at on Underdog Fantasy. But if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis. It will match your deposit up to $100. And participate in the pick'em. That is my favorite. I've won over $2,700 since beginning on Underdog Fantasy in late November. For whatever reason, Josh Allen was very fucking accurate on that pass there. So there is that. Mystic said, am I going to watch the Cowboys and 49ers game? Of course. I mean, I watch all of the playoff games. So there is that. As we're getting ready to go into the fourth quarter, the Bengals are outscoring the Bills, or I should say outgaining the Bills 345 to 200 flat. Hey, it's time for Josh Allen to start running. This brother got to figure out what the fuck it is that he wants to do. Isaiah McKenzie able to escape the rush, I should say the first initial tackle, and he's going to pick up 9 or 8. I think there's going to be a 3rd and short. And in situations like this, I ain't going to lie to you, it's not 4-down territory, obviously, because you're incredibly deep in your own incredibly deep on your own side of the field. But Josh Allen really has to consider utilizing his feet when he has to. Not for the sake of my parlay, but for the sake of his team. So this is the drive right here. This has to be the drive right here, because their defensive line has been getting eaten all day. They must score a touchdown here, period. Jay, Pafavo said, hey, Big Uso, how is it going from the down under? Just started work. It's 9:10 over there in Sydney, and you're about to get fired for streaming me in the office. Boss can hold my nuggets. Indeed, ain't that the truth? Bro, huge breakup on Gabriel Davis. Could not come in with the reception, and Buffalo's going to have to punt. Taylor Britt with the breakup. Let's see if this one should have been flagged. Nope. Gabriel Davis dropped that shit. Hey, fuck the goddamn break. Gabriel Davis dropped that ball. That's not even a fucking breakup from Taylor. Gabriel Davis straight up fucking dropped that football, bro. That ball was outside of his hand. You got to catch that. That's on Gabriel Davis. That's his fault. That's his fault. You got to catch that football, period. You got to catch that football, period. Golden said Allen should go for it on 4th down. Inside your own 20-yard line? No. You think there's Brandon Staley up this motherfucker? You can't risk something like that. You got to punt the football away and try to trust in your defense. The punt is going to spot them at the 37. They'll probably give them at the 38. You got to catch that football. 2 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. We're going into the 4th on the very next play. But keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this game is not over yet. 14 points, 4th quarter. It is not over yet. Cincinnati has to make this a 3-possession game in order to feel comfortable. You feel all right now, but if you really want to feel comfortable, you got to get a field goal, make this a 3-possession game. First and 10 here for Cincinnati. Last play of the 3rd quarter. Jump it off. There's Joe Mixon. Oh, here we go. Picks up another 1st down. Jesus Christ. Buffalo cannot tackle whatsoever. If you're Cincinnati, you want to feel comfortable in this 4th quarter, you got to make it a 3-possession game. Yo, this goddamn commentary is still not uploaded. This is crazy. Joe Burrow and Billy Cannon are going to have the same career. Interesting. Wide receivers need to stop trying to use their chest and biceps to catch balls. Use your goddamn hands. Like, I don't understand. You know you're in cold situations. You got to pluck your hands out there to try to catch a doggone football, bro. It's absolutely ludicrous. Come on now. What intonation are they doing? What are they doing? Mr. GH2 in the building. Put 5 on it. Said, what's good? Wedding planning has officially begun. T-minus 8 months until the nuptials. Well, congratulations once more. As we get ready for the 4th quarter, we're not going to sound the alarm just yet, but there is that. Hit that like button if you guys have not already. We're over 1,000 in the building. Getting ready for the 4th. And why not wait until they come back from commercial? We'll do it right now. In the cathedral, ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting ready to enter the final period of this game. As the Cincinnati Bengals on the road denied a W in week 15, 17, 16? I think it was 16. Denied a victory on Monday Night Football in week 16. Had an opportunity at redemption against the Buffalo Bills. Walk into upstate New York, and here in the 4th quarter, they lead by 14 points with the football at midfield. Looking to take the den to make it into the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin. But can the Buffalo Bills defense, who has not made a play the entire doggone game, take their receipt to the sperm bank and get a comeback with a crucial takeaway or a stop here on the opening drive of the 4th quarter? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the 4th quarter. It's time to see what Cincinnati's got in store. If they get themselves a field goal or touchdown here, it's never over until it's over, but the fat lady will be singing momentarily. You got to tackle Joe Mixon here, and unfortunately that is not the case. He's going to move it to the 40. For whatever reason, every time it appears that Cincinnati is stopped, they continue to pick up 1st downs. Somebody got to tell these brothers it is the playoff. It's time to put up or shut up. This is about to be the second year in a row Buffalo going home in the divisional. They had better step it up from here, or it's all she wrote. And we're going to have a rematch for the AFC Championship once more. Kansas City hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And this time, once more, in Kansas City's, unfortunate existence, they have a high ankle sprain on Mahomes. But we ain't talking about that right now. Just chilling. Put 5 on and say, what do you think of them turning the Pro Bowl into Puss Bowl? I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit, bro. I think it's bullshit. In my day, the Pro Bowl was taken serious, but now there's no real incentive because, for all intents and purposes, for the people who constantly find themselves going to the Pro Bowl, they already have those incentives in their contracts covered. Back in the day, the difference between a $40,000 check and the $20,000 check, it meant something. People actually had a bit of pride to where they wanted to win. After Tyler Eifert broke his leg at the Pro Bowl, ain't nobody else fucking taking the Pro Bowl seriously. It's clipped at that point. Joe Burrow trying to find Chase. Chase with the one-hand catch, and still Buffalo cannot tackle. They got to hold them to a field goal here for the sake of my parlay. But one way or another, a touchdown here ends this game. And I ain't going to lie to you right now. For Buffalo's defense, they cannot get a stop whatsoever, bro. Nobody's getting off of blocks. First contact cannot make the tackle. They not having a good time whatsoever. They are playing absolutely piss poor. If you wonder who will lose Buffalo this game, their offense, they had a couple of miscues here and there. Their defense, absolutely atrocious. Their backbone in this game coming in was supposed to be their defense, and their defense this postseason has played like garbage. Period. They have played like garbage. Oh, ball nearly got intercepted. Lil Buckwheat said, damn, I remember y'all said Buffalo was winning the Super Bowl. And were they incorrect? Keep it a buck. Were you incorrect? Midway through the season, were you incorrect if you predicted Buffalo would win the Super Bowl? Outside of Philly, Buffalo was the best team in the NFL. Is it incorrect? It's not. You can't look at it hindsight 2020 now and be like, hey, man, look at Buffalo. They're getting embarrassed out there. Oh, people were saying they were going to the Super Bowl. Were they incorrect? Was Buffalo not looking incredibly impressive? Remember, when I had Buffalo versus the Rams coming into the season to be the Super Bowl matchup, then week 4, I said it might be San Francisco and Buffalo, and then in week 13, oh, Lord in heaven, here come the late flag because Buffalo was out here trying to headhunt and take each other out, and another man is down right there. It's Tre'Davious White and I think Jordan Poyer are both down. But here's what's confusing. They collided with each other, so then what would be the flag? Pass interference from Tre'Davious White. Wait a minute, hold on. So how is it? I'm a bit confused here. Oh, yeah, he grabbed them. Yup, that's a flag. That's a fucking flag. Oh, good Lord in heaven. What that? Yeah, that's a flag. That's a good call. And it's a spot foul. I've always hated spot foul in football. But, yeah, that's pretty much it there. Buffalo's defense absolutely did not wake up whatsoever, bro. Their defense got absolutely cooked. Defense got absolutely cooked. This is going to be the knockout blow right here. There's going to be the knockout blow right here. White is having a terrible game. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. Nobody on that defense made a play, bro. Nobody on that defense all goddamn day made a play. The Ravens put up more of a fight than the Bills, but here's the thing. It's a divisional game, so it's not fair to compare. Don't get me wrong. Football is football, but the only thing is it's a little bit different when you have divisional opponents because you know each other a bit better. But everybody watches the same film. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Divisional teams, they know each other incredibly well. You know those intangibles. You know a thing a bit different. If this was the, well, I can't use the AFC East because for all intents and purposes, the AFC East is a little bit different. But then still at the same time, take a look at last week. The Dolphins, which was a team that nobody expected to actually put up a fight against the Bills, relatively close game. Ravens, you had no idea the Ravens would put up a fight like that against Cincinnati, relatively close game. Giants and Eagles, Giants had gotten torched by the Eagles every single game this doggone season. I mean, you don't get outscored fucking 68-7 in the first half in 3 games. That's ridiculous. But Buffalo got cooked here tonight. That defense did not show up. They did not play well. They did it to them doggone self. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Drop Sports put on 5 on and said, you think the Jets have a shot at getting Lamar Jackson? Actually, yes. Do I think Darrelle Revis is getting in the Hall of Fame this year? I actually think Darrelle Revis will. Giants were frauds. What did I tell you? But here's the thing, right? And remember what when coming into the wild card, right? Granted, I chose Minnesota, but what did I say? I said none of these teams would make it past the divisional because both of them were frauds. I believe that the Giants and Minnesota both were frauds. Here's the only positive, right? The Giants happened to play against the other frauds in Minnesota. One of the frauds got exposed in the following week. Unfortunately for the Giants, the luck of the draw, you ran into Philly, who's had your number every single time. So there is that. But one way or another, Buffalo would need to get a stop here on 3 consecutive downs, and I'm not even going to lie to you, dog. It looks rather bleak in something like that happening. I cannot understand how the fuck Tre'Davious White getting cooked like this here tonight, bro. Ever since that man's injury, he has not been the same, and Jordan Poyer ran right into man's chest. And they're going to spot this football probably, well, they can't spot it half the distance to the goal. It's going to be at the fucking 2-yard line. They about to go back to the AFC Championship, back to fucking Cincinnati, and they're going to have a rematch in the AFC Championship once more. Buffalo needs a miracle here. They need what happened when they played against Minnesota, but instead for what happened with Minnesota happened for them. These dudes, you've got to be kidding me, bro. Your entire defense, what was supposed to be your backbone, come out here and play this fucking trash. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. They would need to get a stop here. Tre'Davious White, before he had gotten hurt last year, was a top 5 corner without question. Ever since he done came back, he ain't been this doggone same. Oh, they spotted it at the 4-yard line. Can they get a stop here? Yes, they can. They're able to stop him there at the 5. I would love if they settled for a field goal. That would work wonders for my parlay. DT said I should have stopped watching after the 3rd. It's grim for Buffalo. Well, you never stop watching football. I don't think you should ever just turn off football. I was like, what's the alternative? Like, man, I don't want to watch football anymore. How much games do we have left? Like, truly, if you're a football fan, I don't think it's me personally, I just don't think it's wise to then stop watching games, because how many games remain? Legitimately. 4. Pass sales incomplete. All right. 3rd and goal. Let's get a stop, force a field goal. I need that for my parlay. You got the game tonight, AFC, NFC Championship, Pro Bowl doesn't even have a game anymore, Super Bowl, 4 football games, and then what? The offseason, the spring leagues? Let's keep it a buck here. We could try to be excited for the spring leagues, but it's not NFL football. We'll see what it ends up looking like. Shade said, pick 6 or a fumble, please. Well, good luck with that. They need to get a stop here, force a field goal. You know, I would love to see a field goal get forced, but I'm not even going to lie to you. It does not, though. There's the handoff. Oh, can they stop, mix in, tackle him? Yes! The 4th down. All right. Kick a field goal. Woo, for my parlay. Unless they were going to throw the football, that'd be the only time. Fuck Tony Romo talking about. They might go for it. Man, shut your dumb ass up, man. No, Von Miller is hurt. W stop. Well, there it is. But, yeah, Von Miller is hurt. The one that I have Burrow for 2 touchdowns, yeah, it's already clipped. I'm getting a partial on that one, so fuck that one. I can give a shit about that. Burrow's got, he would need 40 more passing yards. Who knows? Maybe I could get that Burrow thing. Yeah, but it's clipped on the other one. Yeah, I don't see Josh Allen picking up 100-plus fucking 150 yards in this remaining 4th quarter. I don't see that one happening. McPherson threw the uprights and good. All right, and I won't see no Bass field goal. Thank you very much on my oh, wait, there's Laundry on the field. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's a goal. So unless it's a roughing situation, ain't nothing you can use. Offsides, you might as well just take the points. Wait a minute here. Laundry on the field. Declined. All right. Decline. All right. And now, how many points does Cincinnati have?
27.
27.
27.
27.
27 27 27 27 27
Shatash.
27
27
27 27
27.
27.
27 27
27
Hoesaanheid 27
27 27.
27.
27.
27.
17. 27.
27.
Vincent. Anytime they actually get to 27, I'll let the whole son bitch play. I know it's a whole minute of 27 in different languages, but whatever the case may be, it's 27. 27. All right. Vincent. 27. And I got a lock. Now it's fixing to be 2 locks here because this one is actually uninsured because I'm going for all said money. So with Evan McPherson now getting that lock on the second field goal, there's no reason for Tyler Bass to mess around and kick field goals in this situation because the Bills need points and they're not going to be kicking any field goals. So I feel like this one is a lock unless they completely try to screw me over. So there is that. The only other ones that possibly have locks here is I would need Josh Allen to go and run. For obvious reasons over here. I don't think James Cook, unless he starts dumping it off and James Cook be the go-to type of situation, I should get a lock on Cook, but I need Josh Allen to go because I don't see Burrow throwing an interception. So I would need Josh Allen to pick up some yardage, but I'm not feeling very confident on that one. Dawson Knox getting receptions. I expect this one to still, have a possibility, and Josh Allen's not getting that yardage, so this one could get locked. But, of course, Joe Burrow, there's no interceptions that's happening, so that one's going to end up becoming a partial. Joe Burrow pass attempts, there's no reason why Burrow should have more pass attempts, so I think that one's fixing a lock. But then Devin Singletary's not going to, have rushes, so this one's going to end up becoming a partial as well. And then this in particular is actually going to end up messing around and busting because Burrow's not going to get that other passing touchdown. And then last but not least here, Josh Allen's not going to get that yardage. So there is that. I may do another parlay just for tonight's game. So before we end up switching the live over. So we shall see. But now we have a little bit over 11 minutes remaining here in this game to see what is going to transpire. 27-10 is the score. 27-10 is the score. Be Real Dale, Patuan said, if it's Kansas City versus Cincinnati, isn't it a neutral site? Yes, they are playing in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. And and that's going to be played indoors. So that's going to be interesting for the AFC Championship. Then, move like Jay. If I was, to be honest, if you told me a year ago that Cincy would be back in the AFC Championship after last year, I probably wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't have believed it either. In fact, I actually predicted that Cincinnati would have a bad season this year because I did. All right, Dawson Knox. I needed a reception from Dawson Knox. Magnificent. But with Cincinnati, one of the reasons why I thought they would mess around and take a step back was because not necessarily because of their offense, more because of their defense. Their defense was on the uprise, but I thought perhaps they would take a, sort of step back, but that ultimately did not mess around and happen. So they are the real deal across the board, so they have my respect. So there is that. Josh Allen got to throw the football away. It sails incomplete. Brogue put 5 on and said pain. Zai put 2 on, said Bills looking as fraudulent as Minnesota. Well, there's a little bit of a difference. The Bills have won a playoff game, despite the fact that last week it should have been one-handedly, but it is what it is. Teams take L's all the time. The only downside is with the Bills, they did it to themselves. Motherfuckers could not tackle whatsoever. Situations like that where somebody's not even making you miss. Your dumbass is contacting but not wrapping up, you did it to yourself. So they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Godfather Pateno said Burrow owns the AFC, best QB in the league, clutch, cold-blooded, Niners, Bengals, Super Bowl rematch from the 80s. Okay, first and foremost, Joe Burrow's not the best quarterback in the NFL. 2 years doesn't get you there. I'm sorry. You can talk about top 5, no problem. Best QB in the league? No. Is he clutch? Yes. But is he the best QB in the league just based off of 2 years? No. You got to have at least 3 years of production to then have yourself in a situation where you can say you are the best in the league. We're not doing that. Now, Burrow owning the AFC, fam, this is his 3rd season. It's way too early to start talking about somebody owning the AFC. Let's not be creatures of the moment. Let's keep it a buck now. Oh, wow. Josh Allen got fucking rocked. Are they going to say that's a live ball? I think they're going to say it's a live football, and it might be Bengals football. Mike Hilton came in and fucking rocked Josh Allen, and I think this is a fumble We got to see if that arm was going forward. Bengals have the football, ladies and gentlemen. Lakeem Patuan said, I came back to watch the 27 compilations. Oh, boy. God damn. The fuck happened to... Oh, wait. Hey, that might be coming back as an incomplete pass. The arm is going forward. Oh, yeah, that arm's going forward. They might, this might be coming back. This might be coming back. The arm is in the motion of going forward. This might be coming back. God damn. First off, Josh Allen got fucking rocked, but this might be coming back. Yeah, they might call this an incomplete pass. They might call this an incomplete pass. Who runs the AFC, in my opinion? It would have to be the Chiefs. You went to 5 straight AFC championship games. They've gone to 2 Super Bowls. They've won a Super Bowl. It would have to be the Chiefs. At this stage, legitimately, it would have to be the Chiefs. It's just like when the Patriots were winning the AFC, and then now it's the Chiefs. Like, legitimately. They've gone to 5 straight AFC championships. They've been the 1 or number 2 seed over the course of the past 5 years. Like, legitimately, is them. Like, don't get me wrong. The Bengals could. I'm not saying they can't. They could. But 2 years, you don't get to say it's your shit. 2 years, you don't get to do that. Just like when you talk about somebody being the best, 2 years doesn't get you there. You need to have the period of consistency to have that there. It's far too, like, come on now. That's why I say let's not be creatures of the moment. Let's not be creatures of the moment. Whenever somebody sees somebody have a great season, all of a sudden, yo, man, this person's the best. Like, that's ludicrous. When people were talking about Cooper Kupp's the best receiver in the league. Really? 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 Let's not be creatures of the moment. Let's not do that. Let's not just start throwing out accusations about different sort of players. All of a sudden, you in the playoffs, but you ass, but you a playoff team. What? Like a legitimate playoff team. You garbage. What? Yo, this person's trash. How? Wait, what are we talking about? Because of isolated game? That's crazy. It's crazy. Like, come on, son. Let's not be creatures of the moment right there. How the hell is it? Nah, son. I think Nancy playing games with me, bro. Nancy got to be playing games with me, bro. Why is this shit still talking about saving? What is happening here? What is happening here? I can't update my shit? The fuck? Nah, they playing games, bro. Somebody playing with me. I done set up this whole goddamn thing. Now they talk. Nah, son, they playing games with me. Somebody playing games with me, bro. I gotta re-upload this goddamn commentary? What? Ain't no way. Legitimately, since halftime, this shit is still sitting over here. Come on, son. What is going on here? Nah, son, they could eat a dick, bro, because this shit is retarded. I'm starting to get sick. Yep, they ruled it an incomplete pass. Correct call. That's ridiculous. I set up this whole goddamn thing, and now I got to do it again. They could eat a dick. Nancy playing games. 10-12 on the clock here. I'm going to freaking do this shit again. This pisses me off. Trying to upload this goddamn Chiefs commentary, and they playing games with me. Josh Allen trying to find somebody. Just run. Block for him. Protect the football, stupid. He wants a call. You're not going to get a call on the ground. What is wrong with you, brother? What is he talking about? Putting his hands in the air. It's 4-down territory. You're not going to get that call. Yo, they are bugging. There's no reason why they should be going straight, huddle up, all this. Fam, they should be going no huddle straight across the board, bro. There's no reason why you should be huddling up. You got to move with a sense of urgency. You got to move with a sense of urgency at this particular point. This replay should not be running this doggone long. They are tripping right now. Either they accepted defeat or they really don't know what the fuck they doing right now. First, 3rd and 4, Allen got to be considering running the football. Dump it off right there. Yes, indeed, Dawson Knox. I needed that reception. They at the 20. Hey, you got to move with a sense of urgency. You only got 2 timeouts, bro. Get your dumb ass off the ground. All right, I got a lock on Dawson Knox. Magnificent. They better move with a sense of urgency. Yo, this replay should not be running this long. They should have already been at the line. Yeah, they moving like Philadelphia in Super Bowl 39, bro. These dudes think they got time. You trailing by 3 possessions. You cannot afford. And Josh Allen's left arm is in pain. But you can't afford to sit over here and waste additional time. The play clock should never pass 15 seconds. You got to have an idea. Yo, you got to go no huddle here. Dump it off to Singletary. This motherfucker is hesitating and shit. Get back to the line. 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 They did not expect to be in this situation. They absolutely befuddled at this point. They befuddled at this point. There's no way you trailing by 3 scores and the play clock is going down to come on, son. They tripping. They are tripping. Pass batted up. Oh, nearly intercepted. Yo, listen, let me tell you something right now. And let me explain why I say that about Buffalo and how they're moving on offense right now. Here's why I say you have to move with a sense of urgency. For one, you trailing by 3 scores. For all intents and purposes, you have 2 timeouts remaining, right? If you score here with about 7 minutes left on the clock, you know Cincinnati's going to try to burn clock. If you mess around and you get a 3 and out, it's then on you to go and try to get down the field and score in a timely fashion, right? You only have 2 timeouts remaining. If you score now, get a 3 and out, or hold them, with the football under 5 minutes, you get the ball back, you put together a fast drive, you score on the better half of the 2-minute warning and cut it down to a 1-score game. Now it's on your defense to get a stop. You exhaust your timeouts, and the last possession, you can have a chance to either tie or take the lead. You wasting precious seconds here. They wasted about 45 seconds on the clock here, being lackadaisical. This could have been about 9:05, 9:02 on the clock here. I'm not saying that defense could have messed around and made a stop, but you cannot, under any circumstances, in the fourth quarter, losing by 3 scores, try to sit over here and waste a shit ton of time. That's ludicrous. Oh, Jesus, they might mess around and kick the field goal. That's going to fuck up my parlay. If I'm Buffalo, I keep the offense on the field. Fuck the doggone field goal. Fuck the field goal. Yeah, keep the offense on the field. Fuck the field goal. Good job. Good job. Good job. Keep the offense on the field. Keep my parlay alive. I can give a shit if y'all win or lose. Come on now. 4th and 6. I don't understand Josh Allen really playing games here, because Allen got to do something. He got to break. He looking for somebody. Launches it into the end zone. Broken up. Incomplete. That's fixing to be all she wrote. That's fixing to be all she wrote. Good Lord in heaven. It's over. It's fixing to be over right here. You know what I always found interesting about, last second passes or whatever? Everybody should be flocking towards wherever the fuck that man's is pointing. Whoa. TJ said the snow ruined the game. What do you mean? What do you mean? You expect Buffalo to not have snow at this point, this time of the year? You expect snow. The snow didn't ruin the game. Buffalo's supposed to be battle tested in all weather. What do you mean? Snow ruined the game. Oh, we're not going to blame weather defects. Football is all-weather sport. If it's raining, snowing, hailing, windy, muddy, doesn't matter. You better be prepared to play football, period. What you mean the snow ruined the game? What you mean the snow ruined? Here come the excuses. Where's my tiny violin? It's my tiny violin. What you talking about the snow ruined the game? Let's play in a dome. What you talking about? You know who ruined the game? Buffalo's defense, Buffalo's offense, Buffalo's special teams, Buffalo across the board, not showing up. Playing like baby back bitches. That's why they ended up losing the game. Talking about. And what do you know? Eli Apple broke up the doggone pass. Eli watermelon, Eli grape, Eli zucchini, Eli broccoli, Eli Chef Boyardee, Eli Apple done made a stop. Come on now. Stunner said, unless it's a natural disaster, ain't no weather excuse. I agree. Ain't no way you play in a stadium where you know you're going to have weather defect. That's like somebody playing in Chicago and be like, man, the wind messed up the game. They call it the Windy City. You know what it's going to be coming in. You knew it was snowing when you was getting ready. You couldn't go out there and stop the run. Everybody missing tackles. And last I checked, both teams play on the exact same terrain. You play on the exact same terrain. Oh, well, it benefited Buffalo. I'm sorry. How often does it rain? How often does it snow in Cincinnati versus Buffalo? It snows more in Buffalo than it does in Cincinnati. Buffalo's team is supposed to be battle tested to play in all weather. It's a difference if you had a dome team go on the road and then they complained about the weather defects. The team that plays in all weather complain about the weather defects? That don't make no sense. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. As Tommy Sotomayor would say, you can't make this shit up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cincinnati at their own 16. Buffalo's only saving grace if they can force a fucking turnover here. Tre'Davious White back on the fucking field hesitating to make tackles and shit. You trying to keep contained, fam. You better go attack the fucking ball. You already outside. Come on, man. What we talking about? The Godfather, Patenon said, Chisel, I'm surprised on most Hail Mary plays, everybody gathers in one corner. I would have had my QB tell the fastest receiver I'm throwing to the opposite corner so he can run it undefended. Well, here's the thing, right? They usually stand in the same area, right? So if you have people split into different locations, it depends on who you're watching or whatever. But if you have your fastest receiver going to a certain, set location, what you try to do is, if everybody's going to gather up in one spot, one person try to break off, get behind everybody, and then break off in a different sort of location. And then you got to throw the football on a fucking laser. But it's incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult. Let me go back through the remainder of the donations. Now, Be Real Dale, Pafavon said, Niner players not letting Brett Maher practice pregame. You think he's still rattled from last week? No, I think he's going to bounce back. In fact, I expect him to have a good game. Hell, I put some money on him. So we shall see. Godfather also said people were crowning Mahomes the king after 2 years when he won one Super Bowl and went to another and lost. Burrow has been healthy 2 years of his 3 in the league, and it's an AFC championship again. That doesn't change anything, though. I felt the same way about Mahomes. The reason why I can sit here comfortably and say the Chiefs, are the class of the AFC, and the Chiefs relative, or I should say Mahomes runs said AFC, is because it's been 5 years. 5 years is completely different than 2. Because look at it like this. We'll say, oh, man, Bengals run the AFC. Man, it's Mahomes conference. Or I should say it's Burrow conference. If these motherfuckers get eliminated in the wild card divisional, they don't make it back to the Super Bowl. They keep losing. How the fuck you gotta have something to where there's a bit of consistency that exists there. 2 years is not enough. You gotta have 3 years of consistency, legitimately 3 years of consistency. I'm not talking about, you get a playoff win here, you get something here. You gotta have 3 years of being at the pinnacle of your said conference, and then you could say, this the squad. This is a squad. They number 1 seed, damn near year in, year out. They amongst their year in, year out. That's when you can truly go and put somebody there. That's when you can put somebody there. It's far too early to say, man, this person's the class of the AFC. Let them have their showdown with the Chiefs. Hell, the Chiefs lost to the Bengals 3 times in a row, right? But granted, every game is a different game. You'll see what transpires next week. But whatever the case may be, I think it's too early to start calling about, hey, man, this person runs this person runs that. 3 years is the floor to start saying, hey, this person is this kind of player. 3 years is the floor. You give me 3 years of consistency, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But 2 years is not enough. Because let's keep it a buck. Ezekiel Elliott. Look at his career. First year, spectacular. Second year was all right. Third year was able to pick it back up. He's been shit since. For his metric, he's been shit since. He's top 5 in the league. He had that early years consistent, and what happened? Fell the fuck off. It's not the same. Classic. Put 5 on it. Say, can we say doing it for DeMar and the pressure got to them this game? No. They simply were not the better team, period. It's not doing it from if you needed added, pressure put on your shoulders when coming into the season it was Super Bowl or bust, you were not meant for this moment. DeMar Hamlin's situation didn't add additional pressure for the Buffalo Bills. Because coming into the season, it was Super Bowl or bust regardless. Making it to the Super Bowl, oh man, well, at least we made it. No, that wasn't the case. It's Super Bowl or bust. Coming into this season, that was the case. Oh, this man, Stephon Diggs, getting in people's face, talking about I was open. Now ain't the time for all that shit. Y'all all having a fucking shit game, bruh. Now ain't the time for that shit. Everybody losing. You can't get in nobody's face talking about, oh, man, come on now. What's going on? Come on now. What is going on here? Baraka put 2 on it. Said, Bills letting Josh Allen down, or is Cincy that good? No, Cincy is a bit better, but the Bills across the board played terrible. I'm not taking anything away from the Bengals whatsoever. I'm not taking anything away from the Bengals. But the Bengals, or I should say Buffalo's defense, they did not fucking tackle. It's one thing if Cincinnati was shaking them motherfuckers out their shoes. I've seen about 8 different points during this game, and I'm going to see if I could get all of the clips on commentary. First person who made contact, whether it was Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Hayden Hurst, they all missed tackles. All fucking missed tackles. On offense, motherfuckers wasn't getting open. You're getting blanketed. Josh Allen, the philosophy at the beginning of this doggone game was not working in their favor. They came out in the second half. They went down the field and got themselves a field goal and it completely fell flat. They got to get a stop. Here it is right here. How does that happen? How does that happen? That's another first down. That's it for them. This motherfucker going to put his fist up. Man, if you put your goddamn hand down, that's an immediate first down. How does that happen? Immediately. It's all second chance yardage. No, Bengals was not getting lucky. Buffalo simply played like garbage across the board. If Buffalo plays their best game and Cincinnati plays their best game, do I think Buffalo comes out on top? We would have to see, but I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. Commentary is going live right now. Godfather Pateno said, Chisel, you can't compare a running back to a QB. Running backs have shorter shelf life than an arm rest. Well, yes, exactly. That's why I say with a QB, you need at least 3 years. Your point is if Burrow beats Mahomes again 2 straight years, he's dominated the Chiefs in the Kansas City. No, here's the thing. If he wins 2 times in a row, right, to go to the Super Bowl, that's all well and good. But Kansas City has already went to the AFC Championship 5 times. They've won a Super Bowl. They've lost 1. We can't crown Burrow king of the AFC. They haven't even played the AFC Championship yet. If they win, and Burrow goes on, if they win the Super Bowl, that's great. Woo! You now can say, all right, you can contend to say you're number 1 in the AFC. But Kansas City has hosted the AFC Championship game for now 4 years in a row. Well, 5 years in a row. There's literally like the Bengals, they won last year. Great. They've got to do it again, and you need 3 years of consistency to then call yourself number 1 in the conference. We're crowning people far too early now. I understand they won 3 in a row against Kansas City in just overall games, but we can't just crown them because they won 3 in a row now. They got to go and do the job. They got to go out there and do it. Until they do it, Kansas City's number 1 in the AFC. Maurice Patuan said, Bills are playing like ass. Indeed, they play like complete garbage. Kid Revels, Patuan said, am I covering Cowboys versus 49ers tonight? Yes, I will be going live for that game. Is the AFC going to be on a neutral site? Yes, it is. It's going to be played. At the in Atlanta. Cincinnati sucked at the beginning of the season. No, they didn't. They had a rough 2 weeks. What constitutes as the beginning of the season? What do you consider the beginning of the season? What is the beginning of the season? 2 weeks? Or 5 weeks? Because a football season is 17 weeks long. So when do you cut off the beginning and then go to the middle? First 6 weeks of the season, that's the beginning. Bengals were 3-3. No, it's not in Kansas City. It's going to be at the, isn't it going to be at the neutral site? Oh, it's only a neutral site at Buffalo. Well, there it is. So if it's going to go to Kansas City, it's going to be played in Kansas City. But Cincinnati walked in there, but they were still trailing by 18. Of course, it's going to be an interesting situation regarding Mahomes and his health. But you got to understand, if you're a squad that has lost 3 times to a team, you don't think you're chomping at the bit to get revenge? Ain't no way you make it this far and you over here like, oh, my God, we got to play against this team that been whipping our ass. I promise you, if I promise you right now, Kansas City is sitting there wanting the Bengals because anybody who's got a level of pride amongst them, you want to beat the motherfucker who beat you. Yeah, I said it's the past. You only got 1 ring for Kansas City at the moment. Correct. You only got 1 ring. You got 5 AFC championship appearances. You've got 2 AFC championships, 1 Super Bowl championship. For the Bengals, you've got yourself an AFC championship, magnificent, and you've done shit since. Right? Or I should say outside of that, this is the one. This is the one. You won your first playoff game last year since 1990. Then you got yourself 2 here today because they're going to win this game unless there's some sort of crazy miracle, which is not going to happen, in my opinion. You've won this game. But next week, the showdown is on. Not only is it a battle to go to the Super Bowl, it's also a battle for who's fixing to be the face of the AFC moving forward. AFC West is very good. Chargers choke. Raiders have bad defense. Yeah, they did it to themselves. KC can be 0-3 against the Bengals, but you got to still understand Though you've got 2 regular season games, and then you have that playoff game. Ultimately, the regular season doesn't. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Regular season don't fucking matter. The postseason is what matters. We've seen teams that have won in regular season, then play against a team in the postseason and fucking lose. We'll see next week. I'm not saying Kansas City's not. I'm not saying Cincinnati's not capable. They certainly are. But you got to go out there and do it again. That's just what it is. If only Von Miller didn't get hurt. Hell, if only Von Miller didn't get hurt for the Broncos in 2013. But ain't nobody saying that. It's already history. It's past that. Alfred said Mahomes' injury is why you're picking Cincinnati. That's probably. I can't blame you. I completely understand. We'll see how his recovery during the week goes. But best believe that team, both these teams fixing to be motivated. You got to have a rematch once more. It's going to be a hell of a game. I expect it to be fireworks. Lucas said, look at the Bills. Beat Kansas City in the regular season, but can't beat them when it matters. Vikings is a great example of how regular season wins doesn't mean that they're great. Correct. How many times have we seen number 1 seeds go home? Like, this has happened so many times. Like, I don't understand how we constantly find ourselves going back to this conversation year in, year out. It's like people's memory about things are very short. Like, even with games, how comebacks could happen. Oh, man, it's over. In the second quarter, motherfuckers is over here talking about it's over. Like, that shit don't make sense to me. Marlowe said the Bills are punching the air wishing the Ravens had beaten the Bengals. Well, yes, but then the Ravens fucked themselves because John Harbaugh's clock management was absolutely terrible, and Tyler Huntley want to try to fucking jump over the goddamn line from a full yard out instead of running underneath. That's absolutely ludicrous. It doesn't make any sense. Godfather Patel on it again. Say KC division is trash. At least Burrow has to play Baltimore Browns and Steelers in a bruiser division. KC's division is not trash. KC's just been superior over their doggone division. The Raiders, I'll admit, the Raiders, they fucked themselves. So I can say, yes, you are trash because they fucked themselves out of countless games. The Chargers aren't a bad football team. The Chargers are not a bad football team. And whenever they play Kansas City, it's always competitive whenever they play against each other. But Kansas City has been able to get W's, but it's always competitive when they play each other. The Broncos, very bad year. Very fucking bad year. So if you have to consider both divisions coming into this season, they were projecting the AFC West to be the best division in football. The other 3 teams, relatively shit the bed, right? Now, I'll give you this. For the AFC North, that is one of the toughest divisions in football, period, because every single game is always going to be battle-tested. You're not going to get a countless amount of blowouts. Every game is going to be very, 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 very competitive. But I don't think that takes anything away from what transpires. Mark Patu on it. Said, just saw Temple College beat number 1 Houston. There it is. Black Freakazoid put 20 on. Said, just watch the damn games. Fans saying team is lucky or they wouldn't have won because of. Y'all are just using excuses for a reason that their team didn't win. Stop this nonsense. No easy game at this point of the season. I agree 110%. Ain't no easy games. Ain't no easy games at all. Hit that like button if you guys have not already. If a team gets beaten or whatever the case may be, you have to understand why they won, why they lost, whatever the case may be. It always happens. Like, for example, I'll use my team, Pittsburgh, right? Last year playoff game, through a quarter and a half, Pittsburgh had the lead and looked like, man, they had KC's number. Deontay Johnson on two different drives dropped the football, right? Those drops changed what could have been the reality for Pittsburgh because he did not drop the football on scoring drives. He dropped the football, 1, following a turnover, 2, on a drive that they were building a bit of momentum, right? You now make that a 2-possession game. You possibly don't get yourself in a situation where KC scores 6 straight. But, of course, that shit don't matter no more because we're in the future now, right? But at the time, there's different flows of the game where different things happen. It happens in a shit ton of different games, right? So when you can't build momentum, and isolated things happen, the other team steals the momentum because football is an ebb and flow kind of game. So it happens all the time. It happens all the time in countless different games. There's a lot of times in football in which the best team does not win. In this particular game, I think the best team won. Because Buffalo, it comes a point where when you're watching the game, you can't keep saying, man, they're getting lucky. It's not the case. The better team won. Yeah, Buffalo, have it your way, indeed. I wonder if there's anything that can help me on my parlay here. Let me take a look. Let's see here. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay, so first and foremost, I got a lock. Oh, shit. Let me see if is the game kicking off? I hope not. I know it's going to be on Fox. We're going to have to go right into the next game. I got to take down the stream, go back up. Yeah, they're going to kick off in a bit, but I could have made another parlay, but it's too late now. So I have a lock here. That's magnificent. I have a lock there. P. Ryan fucked me. Well, this one is going to be clipped because Gabe Davis is not going to get that yardage unless he throws it to him right now. Gabe Davis is not going to get that yardage. Josh Allen is not going to run, so this one's fixing to be clipped as well. Josh Allen, lower yardage. Okay, good. This one will become a partial. Did I have anything that hit completely across the board for me? No, I don't have anything that actually has a lock right now. Oh, wait a minute. San Francisco. Oh, wow, I'm bugging. Dallas and San Francisco is at 6:30. I thought it was at 6. Thank the Lord. I thought it was at 6. I still got a chance. I can make another parlay. Dan Rudy put 10 on it. Oh, pardon me. Dan Rudy put 2 on it. Said top 10 most overall NFL franchises. Most overrated NFL franchises. Top 10 most overrated NFL franchises. Overrated franchises? I don't think there's 10 overrated franchises. And the rating of a franchise changes depending on, not a year-by-year basis, but where is top 10 overrated franchises? Overrated. Well, what would dictate them being overrated? Josh Allen. Pass is intercepted. There it is. Game done. Game done. Pass intercepted right there. Game over right there. Oh, boy. I hope they put the camera on the fan so I could do a Crimea River. I hope they put the camera on the fan so I could do a Crimea River. Damn. You done lost at your crib. It's incredibly subjective. What would dictate if a team is overrated? Well, there it is. Put the camera on the Buffalo fans. What dictates if a franchise is overrated? People just say whatever comes to mind these days. I wouldn't even try to answer that. Like, it's impossible to answer that. Like, what would be considered like a franchise? Like, when you say franchise, how could the Cowboys possibly be somebody who's overrated? Because they're not like are they a cornerstone of the NFL? Yes. But it changes year by year. Like, you can't have an overrated franchise. I think that's crazy. I don't know. I think that's relatively crazy. But now we got ourselves a rematch. Kansas City hosting Cincinnati for the second year in a row. I think the last time we had back-to-back championship games was Ravens-Patriots, where the Patriots were able to defend and moved on to the Super Bowl to lose against the Giants. And then the following year, the Ravens overcame the Patriots, and then they went on to go beat San Francisco. We had Denver and New England in 13 and 15. Denver won both. We had, if I look at the NFC, San Francisco and no, because Green Bay went twice and then they played against two different teams. Rematches as of late. I think it's only Yeah, in the last 10, 12 years, I don't think we've had rematches outside of at least where it's like relatively the same team. Ravens, Patriots, that was the only one that was consecutive in 11 and 12, and then ultimately Patriots and Broncos in 13 and 15. That's pretty much it. All three New York teams deleted at the end of the year. Ain't that the truth? As they walk into Buffalo and walk out with a W. I didn't see no damn cameras on the fans. I'm going to have to gather the goddamn Buffalo fans throughout the game, but they didn't even put too much cameras on the fans. God damn it. Allen has had his championship speech ready for years. Well, there it is. Good game from Joe Burrow and the doggone Bengals, man. That's how you close out the W. That's how you get yourself a W. Sneak put 5 on say, let me rephrase it for him. Top 5 overrated year teams. Overrated year teams. Okay. Geez Louise. Overrated year teams. Overrated year teams. Okay, so if we're gonna go from, I'll just use this year. Minnesota, that would have to be one. Buffalo, I guess. Buffalo. Because they came up short. Buffalo. Baltimore, the Lamar MVP season. No, Steelers, no. The Steelers, the 2020 Steelers, they can't qualify for being the overrated. You want to know why? Because nobody rated them high. The entire time they was undefeated. They had one segment on Undisputed the entire 11-0 run. First Take never talked about them. The media refused to put them number one. They literally had only had them in the power rankings number one, and in the text, if you go back to the 2020 season, go back and look at the articles. They only had them there. Well, look at their record. They're undefeated. That's literally the only reason why they put them there. Ain't nobody in their right mind chose them to go all the way. They lost 4 of their last 5 to go into the doggone postseason. Nobody predicting them to go on to the Super Bowl. You can't possibly overrate it at that point. That's impossible. It's fucking impossible. You can't do that. Because if you're overrated, you would have to be rated high. Just because you underperformed would not mean that you're relatively overrated. You would have to be rated high. It's impossible to have some shit like that. Green Bay, damn near every year of this past decade. Good Lord. And probably those Saints teams, I guess. Yeah, the Rams this year with the defending. So I guess there's that. I never really liked the overrated, underrated terminology because I feel like it's incredibly. It's not a good metric to determine things. I think just people now love to say overrated, but they don't understand what the definition of overrated is. Because if you're going to say something's overrated, okay, so what should be rated in front? And who is overrating it? If it's amongst your friends group, you and your 6 goddamn friends, that doesn't dictate if somebody's overrated or not. Like that just don't make no sense. So there is that. But nevertheless, let's get these motherfuckers on the L train and then prepare the stream for a little bit later. So Stack Patuan said, I guess the tables remain inact. Well, no. The tables are fixing to be broken, but this time in frustration. Good Lord. Zay said Mahomes is underrated. Oh, Lord. If he's underrated, who did he rate over him? No, we're not going to have this conversation right now. Nick put 5 on said, NFL better send in those refunds for that neutral site game. Shit, they might as well. Gerald put 2 on said, the 2011 Dream Team Eagles. Yes, indeed, they completely underperformed. Maurice put 2 on said, Cowboys every year for the last decade overrated. How? 2014, they were a good team. I think they were rated, appropriately. 2016, I think they were rated appropriately, and then ultimately Aaron Rodgers did what he had to do against them. But every other year outside of that, now granted, you can have a prediction going into the season, as people always do, but as the season progresses, when you get ready to go into the postseason, it depends on who's saying across the board, hey, this is the squad that's going to go ahead and get the job done. I don't see that one. I don't see that being the case. But whatever the case may be, let me see if I could. Where's my goddamn death note so we can get the hell up out of here so we can get ready. I'm done with this overrated question. Ain't nobody answering this shit no more. Oh, Lord. But, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, we saw the Buffalo Bills absolutely choke and play piss poor and get themselves eliminated. So what transpired? We saw the Cincinnati Bengals walk into Buffalo and hand them an L and told them to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. But their ride would be short-lived because they've arrived at Elimination Station, and they go somewhere different for their failures of holding down their home front for the 2nd consecutive game. Their failures of avenging this postponed matchup under a month ago. Their failures of stopping Joe Burrow's offense from going down the field with ease and stopping the goddamn Joe Mixon, the sloppy Joes, from making it do what it do out there on the field. Consider their names written down the death note because their dreams of returning to the AFC Championship for the second time in 3 years, their dreams of contending in Super Bowl 57, their dreams of returning to the Super Bowl since 1993, their dreams of hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy for the first time in franchise history has been absolutely deleted because their life points dropped down to 0. God damn it! Then it done fucked itself up. God damn it! What happened? Why'd the life points disappear? The life points disappeared. I'm sick. The life points disappeared. I can't use it no more. But we say
You lose.
once more.
You lose.
What happened?
You lose.
Don't forget,
You lose.
if you were questioning,
You lose.
it was a certainty.
You lose.
Because your game today was nothing but a
Failure.
I said. Your game today was nothing but a
Failure.
once more. Your game today was nothing but a failure.
Fucking
goddamn
quiz.
But not there's anything wrong with that. What are they eating?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot L's.
It's over. You lose. It's over. You lose. It's over. You. It's over. You lose. It's over. You. It's over. You. It's over. You lose. It's over. You lose.
It's over. You lose. Because the Bills shot the bed. Shot the bed. Don't you forget. They shot the bed. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning into the doggone stream. I shall be going live once more in approximately 15 minutes for the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Dallas Cowboys. I look forward to a very exciting game. I shall see you momentarily as we saw the Cincinnati Bengals go on the road, take care of the Buffalo Bills, and they are headed back to the AFC Championship for a rematch against the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, boy, I look forward to it. I will see you guys back in 15 minutes. Where's Eddie Murphy? Take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.